fucking boy. Did not adequately prepare here. Did not know the phone was gonna die. That's okay. That is okay. So, grab that shrimp. That's what I'm gonna do. Dak Hamza, welcome to the chat. Control pay. Holy shit, it's Control Plays. Where have you been? She's alive. Joseph, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. I have shrimp. I have shrimp. So very interesting. Like, my buddy just messaged me and asked me if I'm streaming tonight. So stream's gonna pause for just a second. That time it couldn't have been any better because I just went live literally like 45 seconds ago. So give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Milk, laughing face. Yeah, holy shit. Dude, Control Plays is in chat. I thought she went and served in the army or something. But she's here. She's here. She's actually, like, alive. Shrimp? Shrimp. But yeah, we got... I thought this had a lot more shrimp, but my dumbass read 51 to 60. And I've been telling people, yeah, I'm eating like 51 shrimp at a time, at a minimum. And it says... in the bigger, bolder letters, it says 38 count, thaw and serve, 51 to 60 shrimp per pound. So, true mukbang? True mukbang. Holy shit, play out at KMD. Where is everybody coming from? Dude, I haven't seen these people in 1,000 years. Holy fuck. Well, how is everyone? Damn, this is insane. Yo, yeah, I forgot. That is Dak. Why are you on your alt account? What's going on? Yeah, KMD is Dak. Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Dak, but I didn't want to say it if I was wrong. Oh my god, I don't know who this guy is, but hey, welcome to the chat. What's good? What's good? Yo, Dak, holy shit. You know how long it's been since I've had you in one of my fucking streams, dude? Holy fuck. But yeah, we got shrimp. We're gonna eat shrimp and not really entertain you. You guys are gonna entertain me. Cause yeah, I had a really fucking long day at work. I was up in that fucking place for 13 hours. It sucked. 13 fucking bloody hours. But we're here. We're alive. And I don't really intend to stream for all too long. Why the fuck are we at 23 viewers? What the absolute shit's going on? Joseph W, Isabella, hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Yeah, we're gonna be eating shrimp. Work was super long. I came home from work. I took a hot bath. You've been helping other people grow. I have. Yeah, I straight up have. Every time Joe's streaming, if I'm like not working or anything like that, or doing anything like overly attentive to my attention span, which is like this big, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I screencasted, went live, and then just went to Joe's stream, and then went from there. Yeah, so my live was his live, so that was the whole thing, any or another. But yeah, yo, Joe's at 100 plus subscribers now. Dak, you've been helping other people grow, yeah. Joseph with that. Dak, I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, I know, dude. Dak is here. Dak is alive. But to anybody new here, hi, I'm True Gamer. I am not in any way, shape, or form in good shape. This started as a fitness channel. Now it's a I talk to people channel and game. But I obviously lift outside of this. When Ben's gets to 1,000 subscribers, the plan is I will then be lifting on stream because I am forced into the nature of it. W True Gamer 360 or 350. Don't. Oh, I feel degraded. Yeah, but W True Gamer, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Arthur Morgan is here too. Hey, holy shit. Dak, how you been? Good. To keep it as minimalistic as possible. My daughter's getting older. I'm trying to eat to the best of my ability, doing what I can. The bulk isn't going as effectively as I want to, but I was sick. Like, this might have been about 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, and I lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks. And long story short, I was just getting over that, and then I got sick 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't until like 2, 3 days ago I got my voice back, and even then it was pretty rough. But yeah, if you're new here, welcome to the stream. We're just gonna chit chat, interact with you guys for a while, eat shrimp, and all that happy whatnot. All okay, Dak, how you been? Dak is doing phenomenal. He's always phenomenal. I saw a video sent me on Discord, W True Father. Yeah, man, I thought that was funny because I was like, I'm gonna record her for a bit. I'm gonna take all of her baby noises and just make it like a skit of her baby noises. And it's just, ah. What kind of music genre are you like? next to everything except country. Like I was just listening to alternative. I had the Fray radio playing. That was pretty good, but it doesn't mean it's just the Fray. Obviously, they're pretty good though. I like the Fray. I like a lot of heavy metal, but that's what I lift to, so I intentionally try to avoid it unless I'm lifting. So, Spooky, yo, welcome to stream. I've been okay. Don't really want to stay here too long. Yeah, you're good. The stream isn't going to be too long either. It's really not. Spooky, Isabella, Spooky. These people know each other. What oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. I'm not going to try to say your name, but I'm going to call you Mahahaha. Hello, people. Yep, welcome to the chat. Holy shit, we are blowing up right now. What is going on? Yeah, we do. Yeah, well, that's crazy. I'm a Theo girl. I can't sleep yet. I'm not gonna help because I'm gonna be talking your fucking ear off. Sup, yap. Lock in. W True Gamer 360. Random Beans Rip. LOL. I was gonna recommend giving Sam Barber a listen, but it's country. I mean, so here's the thing. I can't knock all country. It's not that I don't like country. It's that there's like a lot of overplayed narrative in country that is relevant in most of it. Almost like how rap music is like guns, hoes, cars, you know what I mean? And a lot of it is just like, I don't know, it feels repetitive to me, but there's quite a few that I'll listen to. I saw a notification. Oh my god, Sparky, I have someone to tell you about some of the people on here. Thanks for stopping by. Isabella, you eating shrimp? Thanks, Dak. Yes, holy fuck. I gotta talk fast. Tell me about it. But yeah, we got Shrimpy right here. I just know that if I put this in my mouth, I'm going to be missing comments. Without a doubt right now. But like, subscribe, yeah. Like and subscribe, man. If you don't, I mean, I guess I'll get over it, but I will just be really upset, and then I'm not going to be able to afford to buy my baby diapers, and she'll be reusing her diapers. So I want you guys to feel fully accountable for that. If you guys do not like the stream, I will be a brokey, and I will be unable to successfully feed my baby. So I just want that to roll over and have you guys sit on that for a while. And maybe if you feel bad enough, you will subscribe and like the stream. Why the fuck can't I open this? Where is the tape? I've gotten these so many times. Bill A, update on Izzy. His song Indigo really got me into Apple Music. Dak. No, I've been here for ages. I used to go to one of the mod streams when he was streaming. It's a long story. I will start beef if I say what's going on. Yes, yeah, that's my ha 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 ha. Ben's, I'm gonna get 1K followers on Twitch before you reach 1K. Oh my god, I wanted to get in the shower. So Ben's hasn't been able to stream. I don't know if you've been gotten the update received to you on that, but yeah, he can't stream. He punched somebody in the face on stream, and now he's not able to stream. So I think it's a little bit unfair, but you know, to each their own. Where is, you know what? I'm about to force this open. There we go. Yeah, we did it with power. Power, I dare say. Oh, yeah. This is weird because, like, it almost looks like it's been opened already. Did I open this? No, probably just how I opened. Yeah, that's how I opened it. Anyway, another. My YouTube videos are no more. L beef, literally. Whatever that says, I entirely agree. The beef ended when I moved. I just stopped by because I heard this dude likes metal. But damn, you're a true veteran. Yeah, she is. And I do like metal. Yeah, quite a bit. It's on my Discord. I don't know if I've mentioned it too primarily much, but people who know me from back then, I used to mention a lot. Yeah, I like metal when I'm lifting, particularly. I try not to listen to it outside of that because, you know, that's like my get in the zone music, and it keeps the flow, you know, where it needs to be and all that whatnot. Dak, I have no beef with you. I have tons of beef with Dak. Bro, I'll fight Dak right now. Fuck that motherfucker. I'll beat his ass. And then afterwards, I'll give him a kiss because I'll feel real bad about it. I can't do that. I love that handsome man. My handsome chocolate man. But yeah, we got Shrimpy here. If anybody's allergic to shrimp, now's the time to go because you guys get the first bite, and then I'm going to destroy the rest. Hello, Side Trip. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, look at that. Look at that shrimp. It's sad because my camera's really good, but it doesn't really look right now. They have a little shrimpy. This is about what I'm packing right here. This is about what I'm packing. So, nobody get in the chat, get a little too excited. You're not looking forward to anything. Yeah. So, that is unbelievably fucking good. Holy shit. Chris is awesome. But, I gotta catch up. Holy shit, we're popping off already. I get what you mean in the same way. But I won't listen to metal when I lift, so I'm the opposite. Interesting. My fault. It is your fault, Dak, but I still love you. It's okay. Metal is my calm down music. So it used to be, but I don't know. You know, to each their own. To each their own. Things switch in time. Love Shrimp. Joseph Schroeder. Can I be mud? Thank you, Benz. I appreciate that. Can you eat the tail? So, can you versus should you? I will never eat the tail of a shrimp unless it's like a really good jumbo shrimp from an expensive place. But, No, I'm not gonna eat it. Um, but yeah, Chris is awesome. I work with Chris. He's a really, really good guy. So if you don't know Chris, you know him now. He's a fucking badass. This Christian chap. The spooky. Wait, I gotta be careful. How is it? No, we're not doing this. No. Oh my god. Already. All right. Alrighty. Alrighty. Nope, can't do it. But yeah, Ben's, how LMFAO. Don't worry about it. It's just kind of like a repeated thing in stream. Naughty, 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 naughty. Just eat the shrimp. What drama? This. Yeah, I'll tell you, shit's so fucking good. Did I just get some of the task? I think I did. But W2 Gamer 360. I gotta go to past lives. Also, know you call me the witch. Bye bye. Who does that? Anyway, yeah, witch is crazy. I've never heard somebody say that about her. No, not really. I haven't heard somebody call you that, but, you know, whatever. We're going to keep this out of the stream. Ben to Joseph. Well, fortunately for you, Isabella, this is not Ben's or Joseph's stream. This is my stream. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know anything. Izzy, you always get timed out, my love. Shrimp has 400 grams of protein. I will say that, it's all fun and games, I think. No, Sparky. It's all for real. Yeah, it really is. Isabella, you just gotta, you know, take it easy. What you just did is a clear demonstration of instigation, and all due respect, I ain't gonna have that here, sweetheart. Don't care. You ain't knocking nobody. That'd be like Joseph saying, I don't know, that'd be like him calling you a boomba clot. I mean, like, don't talk to him. Or don't talk to her. She's a boomba clot. You know what I mean? Just like, you just fucking don't call me sweetheart. Well, you know what? You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. But you're not going to be that here. Respectfully, we're not knocking anybody in this fucking chat. And if you got a problem with it, you will permanently be embedded from being able to view my channel. How about that? We haven't talked about this once, or twice, or several times. We have talked about this at least 10, 15 times. So, ain't gonna happen. We'll just stay peaceful. Relax, you know what I mean? But I had to find someone else to watch other than Jordan for reasons. No, I don't know who Jordan is. I'm to old Izzy. Izzy, there's nothing wrong with Izzy. Izzy's fine. It's just there's a little bit of like past drama that I don't give enough of a fuck about to allow my attention span or anybody else in my chat to have to deal with. And we're also not going to be knocking anybody. If Dak calls Ben's a slut, that's one thing, because these guys are friends. But to leave an insult towards an enemy, unworth it. Totally waste of your time, man. Okay, then we don't care anyway, carry on. But yeah, I mentioned this earlier though. It's not that work sucked. Work was just like really, really long today. And Chris can vouch if he's still in chat. Chris had a long day too. He was in there fucking, he was in there 12 hours. In there 12 fucking hours. Let's bet in this game. We're not gonna do it. Come on, Joe. Don't do it. Don't do it to me, man. I don't want to be timing people out. I really don't. I don't want to be doing it. You know, because now she can't defend herself. None of that, please. Along it's snowing. Yeah, it was snowing. W stream, trying, my friend. Trying. This shit is really, really good. But yeah, Chris, if you don't mind, I'm gonna talk a tiny little bit about our job. I just work at a pizza place. Okay. And Chris is one of the drivers there. So he gets the worst of the snow that we just got. Is that uncooked? Oh no, it's cooked. It is just cooked, and then they freeze it. So I'm not taking any risk of getting sick. Yeah, I think you should. Well, give me an introduction. I'm new, so. Oh yeah. So spooky. Long story short, I'm True Gamer. I think you weren't in the stream earlier when it happened. Yeah, you're right. I did give the intro. It was up to like 28 viewers for a second there. It was fucking weird. But I'm True Gamer. I play games. I lift heavy shit. I got a baby, and I give a lot of fitness advice. I work a lot. Is there liquor in the sauce? No. I haven't had alcohol in, come to think about it, I don't even know. But it's been a while. I've been sober for a while. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. So, that one broke off a little raggedy. Yeah, there shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure it's ketchup, horseradish, a few other random things, but the primary ingredients are that is liquor and sauce. Yeah, yeah. I wish. Well, I missed so much. Jack Hamza, no idea. W Muslim brother, W Muslim brother. Irving, what's good? W True Gamer, 360, and W Ben Champ. W Ben Champ is right, man. W Joseph, W Irving, W Jack Hamza, W Isabella for that matter. Oh my God, what was her name? I don't want to slaughter it. Spooky. Yeah. So this is a Buff Dilf stream. You know, funny story about that. On my on my Discord, I said a long time ago, I said Dilf in the Making was my name, and then I changed it to Father pretty much. So I essentially, yeah, I became what I was anticipating to happen, and that is more proof that you can speak what you want into existence. I think some of these you thought a little too much, but it's fine. Joe Mama, Joe Mama. Some guy, I don't know Hamza, Joe Mama's. Who was Joe? Yeah, I don't know who Joe is. He just kind of comes around, says weird shit and leaves. Dill stream is a no diddy spooky. No diddy. No diddy. But I very much appreciate it. Because, you know, if you want to be, Homer reach his goal for real. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lie without sounding overly cocky. I've always been like relatively kind of jacked. Not even gonna kid you. But, I don't know. It's more so just I had to make a baby, and boom, I did it. Woohoo. I successfully impregnated somebody, so I get a trophy now. But that got that oil stream. That guy sounds cool though. That Joseph guy sounds cool. Had to make a baby. Yeah, that's literally it. I just had to like nut in a chick. Yeah. Were you forced? No. I just kind of did it. I was like, I feel like being a naughty boy. And I just splooged, and out 9 months later came my beautiful daughter, and she's going to take over the world, and that's the end of it. That's how it happened. Or now, I am King Dilf. Got 30 likes on stream right now, 117 subs. Holy shit, Joseph. That's amazing. I don't know if you're serious, but if you are, that's fucking immaculate, and if you're not, you're still at 100 plus. W Shoot Father, yeah, man. I'm trying, my man. I'm trying the best I can. It sucks. I don't really get that much time with her. So I just goof around with her a lot and kind of poke at her and make her laugh. I'll make her laugh a lot. That's the more important thing that I do. I make her laugh. I just make her happy. And for a father figure myself, Ben Champ makes a great dad. He has 4 kids. Amazing. W. Thank you, Joseph. Mistakes in life turn into legends. I'll tell you what, bro. You know how many fuck ups I've made? You have no idea. Like, I'm dead serious. You have no idea. If you knew how much shit that I used to do and who I was, you'd be like, no way. But I don't really touch on stuff like that on the internet. There's no point. Because it's just like, it sounds either like boasting or a depressive conversation, so fuck all that. I'm just like a dude who plays games and lifts heavy shit. W Father True Gamer. It's sad though, bro. Yeah, but it's kind of not. It's nice because a lot of what I've learned through being, I guess, worser than better, I'm able to take those same applications and make my child's life better as a result. And here's the thing is about parenting is you always hear like, hey, don't do that, don't do this from your parents. And then it isn't until you're older and you actually have a kid where you're like, that's probably because they actually did that. And they didn't want me to do it. And then I just did it again. So, as long as she educates herself and she works, I don't have anything to complain about. Sadly, bro. What should I play? Red Dead Redemption or Ghosts of Tsushima? I don't know what that is. So I'm going to say play R. Kelly 64. Can you be my dad, Joseph? I will happily be your father. Because I got 4 kids and it's hard for me sometimes. Yeah, Benz, I only imagine. At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. Tomorrow will be a new day. Yeah, that's my logic. Like, I like streams to decompress. I do. Streams aren't like freakishly hype or anything like that. They don't stress me out. It's my decompression after work. Joe, my stepson, I do not expect him. And Joe's my stepson, and I do not expect him. Very interesting. Okay. Dad? No. Do you come back with the milk yet? No. His R. Kelly 64 Yellow Edition brother only costs $4 more. I mean, he's right. That $4 difference, totally worth it. You get approximately nothing different in the game, but the title is extended by Yellow Edition, so it's worth the $4. Just saying. It's not more content exactly, but it's more name, and therefore when you tell your friends about it, you can quantify that you're a better and more sophisticated player at that game because your title is longer. You know what I mean? Like that's why Super Smash Brothers Brawl and Super Smash Brothers Wii U and Super Mario Brothers NDS Edition and all that other stuff or whatever it may be. It's just like yeah, so that's a W game, long name. Logic. Anyone who hasn't played Dark Souls, I look at you like my niece. I played Dark Souls. No, I didn't play it like I owned it. I played it on like a buddy's phone. You know what I mean? Or not phone. Sorry. Played it on like a buddy's system. I'm hungry. I need milk. Goo goo gaga. Ben's got to feed him. Ooh, milk. Milk. It's not the normal type of milk. They're not talking about normal milk. Just saying. They're not talking about normal milk. But I played it on somebody's system, and obviously I didn't play it enough to get good. But I did see this meme the other day where it's like there's this achievement on Dark Souls called Welcome to Dark Souls or something weird like that, and it's like die for the first time. That's what the achievement is. And it's like 97% of players, no, sorry, 93% of players have it, and then there's like the 7% who never died in the game. And it was just this meme where like some dude was looking in fear at the number 7%, and I was like, that's pretty funny. And then I got thinking about it. I was like, what if somebody installed Dark Souls, played it a little, never died, didn't like it, and then uninstalled it? Wouldn't they not receive the achievement and still count to that thing? So yeah, the example, overthinker. Oat milk, factory built milk I created. I think he wants milk from those pecs, homie. We'll see. We'll see. Facts, I seen that. Goo goo gaga. Goo. Oh, you did see that? Yo, Benz, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that shit was funny. That shit was real funny. I'm getting mad because I really should have just had the shrimp. I should have taken it out of the freezer and like 2 hours later went at it because like it's not popping out the back like it usually would. Oh, this one will, right? No, negative. That's okay. Exactly what I was thinking about the Dark Souls achievement. Yes, bro, it's so fucking funny because it's like the meme obviously is cultured and funny, and then the other part of me is like, but is that actually what happened? Baby mode, goo goo gaga, crying. Benz, I do think that your babies shit themselves, and it is your job to go over there and clean it. Hey, that one worked. You have to squeeze on the shrimp, it helps it pop out more. Yeah, I fly the back open and then I squish, but I let this de-thaw like a day and a half ago, so it's not as fun. It's a little bit more flimsy. But I'm pretty good on it. I know my shrimp at this point. I'm pretty rata about it. Yo, this is random, but I'm not gonna get too much into it because I respect who he is. But my manager yelled at me about something today, and I looked at him and pretty much said, I'm not gonna say exactly what I said, but I pretty much said, calm down, relax, rata. That I said rata. He's like, no fucking rata. It was the funniest thing going, dude. Like I got yelled at for saying rata in response to getting yelled at. I was rolling. I was fucking. I just like, I felt bad because I was gonna laugh afterwards, not because I was trying to be a prick, but because I thought his response to me saying rata was over the top. It was so fucking funny. But I'm not an asshole, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. And he's a good guy, so I'm not gonna knock him. Well, it's a joke. The fuck. Yeah, I can't really get into it because I'm not gonna knock the guy. Rata. He's not a bad dude or nothing like that. Not a bad dude. But I guess, I don't know. It's very hard to yell at me because I'm not one to cower, and I always have a response, and most of the time that I choose not to dignify a response is that person knows I just choose not to. I'm not retaliative. I'm just like, I'm stoned. It's like yelling at a wall. You know what I mean? It just doesn't do anything. Shake a baby aggressively. That will make them not talk forever. What does rata mean? Don't worry about it. It is beyond your means, Benz. You're just not cultured enough, and that's okay. You know? That's okay. That's why I'm sitting here eating shrimp, and you're asking me what rata is. You're just not. God damn it, Spooky. Why the fuck would you say that? Gay. Rata reminds me of Chowder the Show. Yeah, that's what it's from. It's from Chowder the Show. Spooky definitely is something. Cries a lot. Oh, yeah. It's like an anime thing. I'm sorry, dog. Always messing around. No, it's not an anime thing. If you consider Chowder an anime, which I guess arguably you could, because like Pokemon's an anime in a sense, Bakugan's an anime in a sense, but nah, because the art form of Chowder, nah, it's not an anime. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Hmm. Tell you what though, it's amazing. Took a child like I told you to. Well done, Benz. You know, I mean, at the bare minimum, although it's like 5 different counts of child abuse, you can follow instructions. And this is what I was talking a little bit about yesterday with no matter how bad it may be, there's always a positive, and you can follow instructions. Now, if nobody told you to do that, well, you're fuck luck on your own. But this is on Spooky, clearly. It's not on you. You're good, my friend. I got one baby. I got 4. Step your game up. Listen, man. I'm only having 4 babies if I have triplets, and it's by accident. I don't want any more kids. I got my daughter. I'm happy. Perfectly content. Took a child, stop projecting. Skull. W. Yeah, no. I gotta be careful how I word this. So I'm gonna say you have to hear the whole thing in context for it to make sense. I shake my baby, but not like shut the fuck up, but like like fucking goofing off with her, making her giggle, stuff like that. Uh, yeah, literally just clip the I shake my baby, and then YouTube's gonna be like, oh, ban this guy, get him out of here, Mr. Truxy boy. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Yo, welcome to the worst stream you've ever been in your whole life. In fact, we don't even welcome your kind here. I heard what you did. Everybody at school told me your secret, and now it's out on the internet, and we're not very accepting of that type of stuff here. So I'm afraid that Ben said you have to go, and all I'm gonna do to make that command happen is actually say nothing. T-Rexy, it's great to see you, man. Bro, I didn't do eating. T-Rexy, why would you kiss a dog? Oh yeah, Ben's, that's what it was. Why'd you kiss a dog, man? There's really only one good answer, so I hope you say the good answer. You better say the good. Nah, what is not the right answer? You have a second chance. I hope my kind is welcome, man. Oh no, let's check it. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I don't know what you look like, so I can't tell you. Let me see. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Ben's your sus. 10 seconds? No 10 seconds. No 10 seconds. They're all right. Says the one kissing dogs. Yeah, man. The proper response to I kiss dogs is yeah, because the dog was cute. So you failed the test. You failed the test. She's 8 out of 10. FYI. Ben's simp. That's all I gotta say. Just simp. The only time I'll call a chick an 8 out of 10 is if I'm looking up at him from a certain angle. But I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I won't get into that on YouTube. No makeup, 5 out of 10. Damn. Now we're roasting her. You went from kissing her ass to roasting her. I'm a Mexican alien that might set me back. So in a sense, arguably, I've been making a joke in my prior stream saying, where are the thick Latinas? You can arguably be considered a Latina. So we finally have a thick Latina in chat. Can I get a W in chat for thick Latinas? Very nice. Welcome to the chat. We finally have one. I need you to get a hold of all your thick Latina friends, have them come in here and just say something so that I can talk more about the thick Latinas being a big W. Awesome. Well done. This actually is happening. You know, maybe I'll just be the guy www. Wait, what got deleted? The second W got deleted. Oh my god. He's like, no spam. Fucking yeah, you gotta get them all here because you see we got a lot of homies in chat, and my goal By the time I reach my 2 trillion subscribers, when I reach, you know, like not just worldwide, but like space wide popularity and aliens come to check me out, aliens. But is that I need to be able to be like thick Latina for you, thick Latina for you. Like you know how what's her name goes, you get a car and you get a car. I want to be like you get a thick Latina, you get a thick Latina, you also get a thick Latina. I'm just gonna hand them out. You know, just giving everybody needs a thick Latina. True, if an alien pulls up on you right now, what are you doing? I would offer them a piece of shrimp. I'd see if they like it. I would even like rip it off for them. I'd do it all neat. I'd tell them what's in the cocktail sauce. I'd be like super nice to them. Why do they gotta be thick? Ben's. Ben's. Why would they not have to be thick? Isabella, welcome back. I appreciate your retracting method. You judging what if you're like small? I mean, hey, you know, listen, to each their own. Okay. True, I have 10 questions. That's a lot of questions. I'm the typical kind that works out my lower body. Only so I hope I am. I mean, you never know. You never know. Is it come back? Yeah, you can come back. That was just like a hey, you know, be nice. That's all that was. Isabel, no. Smaller alien. Smaller equals alien. Smaller equals alien. It's not going to acknowledge the last comment. You know Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes. Yes, it was actually one of the first games I played. One of. That. Whatever. Yeah, it's much better like shortly after it's frozen. You know Mario True? I don't know who that is. No idea. I've heard of something like Nintendo, but the rest just slips mind. Slips to mind, man. You know Rise of Kingdom? I know Killing Myself. Yeah, I do know that. Fuck Rise of Kingdoms. Fuck all their stupid ads. I can't stand that. Oh, I don't like those. If you ask me about fucking Raid of Shadow Legends, I'm gonna ban you. It's delicious. Just a chill dude, eat some chill shrimp. Mid dude, mid shrimp. This is like average shrimp if you ask the homies in chat. This is average shrimp. But try. Welcome chat, Chloe. Hello, hello. I missed you actually. Well, you know, I never noticed you had BS at the end of your name. It's a cringe fame. It's a skinny shrimp. This is an average shrimp. All the ladies in chat. Actually, Joseph. Yeah, Joseph was right. This is a big shrimp. You guys are just out of your minds. This is a big shrimp. Okay. They don't get much bigger than this. The stuff on TV, it's fake. It's not real. They genetically skinny. That's up on a big. Like me. That's huge. Yeah, this is like world record size. Man, this shit's crazy. Like the stuff that is like any bigger is obviously genetically modified food. Then it's pretty big if you ask me. See? Listen, Chloe has some sense to her. She's got her mindset right. This is average shrimp. And you're all outnumbered because the men in chat now. Average shrimp. Big shrimp, really, but we're just trying to make y'all malnourished shrimp. Extravaganzly fed shrimp. Beautifully magnificent, perfect shrimp. And they have great personalities. I'll tell you what, this shit's so good. It really is. Big W, big W. Yeah. Shrimp, fantastic. What's the sauce? That's the sauce. I take that, and then I liquefy it down. And then I add love. And then you get this. No, it's cocktail sauce. It's cocktail sauce. I never tried cocktail sauce until the very first time I tried shrimp, and after tasting cocktail sauce, I was like, this cannot go on anything else. I don't think cocktail sauce has a place anywhere. Like, have you heard someone being like, oh, can I get some onion rings with cocktail sauce? It's like, I don't think it has a home to anywhere except shrimp. It's just like, It's one of those weird flavors. Thoughts on Joe eating frogs? I would try frog legs. You know how bad I've wanted to try frog legs? There's so many foods that I wanted to try that I just haven't ever, and I've been wanting to. Um, you guys might not like this part, but I've been wanting to try them. What are they called? Blue Mountain Rocky oysters. They're bull testicles. Just to say I did. Just to say I had the experience. I've had uh, I've had veal liver before. That's not too bad. I've had oh, I had calamari, but who the fuck hasn't had calamari? I don't like frog legs. I never had it. He puts them in his beard. Crazy. To keep it stuck in my beard. Can you do that spinning thing with a pizza dough? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Well, if you mean like spinning it on your finger like a basketball, I'm not there yet because I don't really get much time to goof around at work, and when I do, I usually like go take a drink or something or grab something to eat within that time. I don't really like more often than not like play with the stuff. It's pretty sick. Yeah, I think I could throw it. I could throw the shit. I can do that, and I'm like really really fast with dough. I'm really just fast at my job, honestly. But I'm not like fast and sloppy. I'm fast and very accurate. But to talk about it, it's kind of just like, oh well, this guy's obviously shit at his job because he thinks he's good at his job. When I started that job, I thought I was shit at the job until I was very quickly reminded by my boss, like my boss, that I'm really, really good at the job and he appreciates how good I am at it. And obviously, since then, I've only gotten better and better. So I am pretty fucking good at the job. Yeah. And like, if kids come in, sometimes the parents will be like, I heard you like to throw dough. As a, hey, can you throw that dough up in the air? Well, yeah, fuck it, whatever. I'll do something cool with it. So like, I'll fucking just throw that shit. Throw that shit right up in the air. I'll wait for it to come down, go take a bathroom break, come back out, take another bathroom break, come back out, and then I'm like, bam! And I catch the motherfucker. That was so explosive, I knocked something off the table. Turn on my chat and talk shit. Turn on my chat and talk shit. I can't go to your chat. I do apologize. Joe said he doesn't like your beard. I don't like this. I like this. I kind of like this, but I need to touch it up. I don't like this. This shit looks scraggly. This is like what every average douchebag has in movies and TV shows, and I have it in real life. So if that means anything, I am a douchebag, obviously, but I don't want to look the role. You know what I mean? Pizza pump equals PP. Yes, I have PP. No, on stream I told him because he's the best. Damn homie. Damn homie, don't shave it often or not. I do, but I was very curious as to how long it would grow out if I just left it alone. So this is after like, I think like a month, but I touch it up. So like I'll get like a few random hairs up here. They look very unorthodox and kind of just unprofessional. So I'll straight razor those off and keep this little, patch here. But I've never let it like grow. Fuck, I'm gonna have to grab my charger soon. That's terrible. So I want to see what would happen if I did. And like, yeah, I do kind of knock it, but at least the line is rather nice. And that's even without me fixing it. The line is still pretty nice. But it makes me look more mature. But on the other hand, I do think it has a douchebag look to it. For some people, it doesn't grow in right until their 30s. So whatever. I'm 24. I'm not gonna knock myself for it. I don't care. Then I don't like it. I love it. Oh my god. Thank you, Joseph. I love you. Yeah, school bully. I got the most hairy legs in the world. Gross. Just give this a little sniff. Smells good. I don't know. That one tasted a little more fishy than the usual. Thought you were a little old, to be honest. I get that all the time. All the time. I've had one person in my whole life say that I was probably younger than I am when they were guessing my age, but that's it. Just one. That one wasn't a perfect poll. Not in a bad way. Just a voice, maybe. Yeah, no worries. Also, I would say that, like, if you're talking to me about something I'm super excited about versus you're talking to me when I'm, like, this situation, I'm sitting down, relaxed in my house, I just got out of work, I have no reason to exasperate too much energy, then, it's a lot calmer, it's a lot more down to the ground, more mellow, but, get me pissed off, and then you'll hear my real voice. This is my, like, trying to talk and be entertaining voice, but, like, whoa. My like angry voice is real low to the ground. This is me trying to put like a little bit of broadness behind it, but it's calm. But like, I don't know. I can't just like drop a real voice out of nowhere. Truck you, motherfucker. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm good on this shrimp. I don't know. I had like two that taste a little I want to say off. But if I get sick, I'm going to blame Ben's anyway. Start barking like DMX. Bro, Chris, if you're still in chat, tell her. Chris, if you're still here, tell her. Tell her. Tell Spooky. Tell her. Come on. If you're still here, my friend, let her know what happens. Lay the law. Lay the line. She needs to know. Because I'm not going to say it. But she needs to know. She needs to know. Yeah, I'm going to throw this out, and hopefully that garbage is a little full. You never heard somebody say that before. I don't know the lore or laws around here. I'm lost. So Chris, believe it or not, is actually kind of newer to my streams. He knows me in real life. Chris knows me in real life. He works with me. But, nasty ass sauce. Nah, it's pretty good sauce. Well, I don't think he's still in chat. So regardless, I bark at work. Like, really loud. I'll just, like, turn a corner and bark. A few times, multiple times, and like a real deep, like an angry pit bull bark. Shit's like loud too. It's not even a little quiet. No, it's loud, like woof woof. No, I go like, I obviously can't do it. It's gonna be loud as a motherfucker. But I'm trying to think if I can, because if I do it, it's just gonna echo. I gotta be a little concerned because my baby's asleep. Nah, I won't do it. One of these times, I'll try to stream a little earlier on a day off so I can bark. Oh, facts. Yeah, he does. I was lost for a second. Yeah. Yeah, and it's loud. Like, you could be a customer up front, and you'll fucking hear some asshole in the back barking. And I'm that asshole. I do that when I'm goofing off with the homies only. Interesting. Yeah, no. I bark loud. I just do it to be weird. To don't lie, you always meow. Meow. Meowing is not as loud. It's not. I want something to drink. I don't know what I want to drink. I don't know. I'm looking up. I can make some interesting sounds. I guess. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I want to put a bag around this. What do I do? Yeah, let me, just throw that in there. It's fine. It's fine. I'll have her take that out when she goes to work. That's a cat with AIDS. That's it sounds like a cat about to pounce on somebody. Like meow, meow, meow. Something like that. Oh, I wanted something to drink and I don't know what. Let me decide what I want to drink before I get up. I want a cup of milk. That's what I want. I want a cup of milk. Benz, it was really nice for you to make me a whole gallon of milk out of your storage. It's very kind of you. Thank you, sir. Well done. Work on the diet, but well done. I helped. Yo, Chris. I thought that tasted like work for some reason. It's okay, brother. My nipple is either sorry or sore. And that's not where I thought the source was from. Milk and shrimp, homie, really is a cat. Holy fucking shit. That is so funny. I drink a lot of milk, but that is actually really fucking funny. Barry, no you didn't. Phone's at 3%. Let me grab my charger. I will run away one more time. God damn it. Entertain yourselves in chat. Talk about, I don't know, something. I did have my charger. Sitting here wondering, I'm like, why is my phone dying? It's usually at like 80% when I come home. And I remembered I didn't charge it this morning, so I went to grab it from the room where it usually is, and it's not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? It was out. It was out here the whole time, so I didn't even need to get up to go grab it. Now this is the part I always have a hard time with. I'm going to figure out how I can balance this, but I have an idea. I want to get one of those phone holders, ones that have the stand and all that have and whatnot. Alrighty. Well, I pretty much just made one out of that. Would you look at that? That's perfect. Chris only helped with the cup. Cap, Ben's champ. Cap. How y'all doing? L equals loser for Joseph. Cap. Alright, even though y'all roasted my ass. W2. W true. Trying W true. I don't really have an issue regarding streaming a little later tonight. It's just the reason initially that I was going to stream not so long is because my phone battery. And now I'm looking and I managed to actually fix the charger. And yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to say your name, brother. I don't even think I look like Douglas. I really don't. I look like a vampire with my fucking eyeballs. What time is it for you? Party time. It's always party time around here. Currently, it's shooting towards like 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's check. Okay, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 5:18. That is what time it is over here. We have 5:18 a.m. It's 5:18 a.m. I got out of work like 2 hours ago. Jeez, yeah, you're fucking telling me. You are telling me. Where Ben's is at, it is 3:18. It is 3:18 over there. It's a whole box of shrimp W. There was only like 4 or 5 pieces I didn't eat. That's just because like I had like 2 that tasted funny. I don't want to say funny like bad, but funny like I feel like if I ate too much, I did inhibit a tiny risk of getting sick. 2:18 for me. Yeah, you are on West Coast. If you are in California, make a lot of sense. You'd be pretty close to Ben's. Yeah, for me, bro. Yeah, I know it's 2:18. It's been a long day. Haha, the fuck. Yeah. Yeah, you and her are in the same time zone. You guys are exactly 45 degrees latitude west west of me. So West Coast, you're both on West Coast. Yes, sir. In the ghetto, smells like it's close to Fresno, if I had to guess. True, you should listen to. Work hard, everyday logic. I know this song. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I only slept 2 hours before the shift. That's fucking crazy. You know what's really interesting about to say that? So I slept a little bit more than that, but I think I got a combined total of like 4, 5. So you definitely win this competition. Fresno sucks. Jeff's not. Wow, Benz. She just roasted you without knowing it. That's not. Yeah, all I know about California is weed. That's all. That's all I know about California. Is marijuana. And now here I am in New York, and it's legalized here. You can go and do a medical dispensary and just buy it. And just there you go. There you go. Here's weed. Here's really amazing, great weed, and that's what they do. As I said, I don't smoke, but it is a very nice thing that smells like weed piss and fat where I'm at. Oh no way, same here. Same here. Although it smells less like piss, more like used needles. Yeah. People like their fentanyl right through the syringe here because they're fucking ridiculous. People vape a lot here. Yeah, we have that a lot here. So where I'm located is like a college student town. So you can look up and they're not clouds. That's vape smoke, pretty much. Like, okay, not literally, but bloody hell, dude. Everybody here vapes. Everybody here vapes. Smells like air here. Very interesting. Yeah, no, I've wanted to visit. I didn't visit. I've wanted to live in Pennsylvania for a few years because, well, I guess there's a whole lot of it because there's a smaller population, more space between houses, cheaper housing, like, and I could live relatively close to New York to where I can work in New York, drive just a little bit of a ways and be in Pennsylvania to where, like, I can have the lower cost of living of PA and all the residency laws whilst, besides the Zin champs, yeah, I'm a Zin champ. I literally have one in. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm not using this as a form of advertisement. I'm not saying to do this, especially to youth. So I don't advise these to anybody. Unless you smoke cigarettes and you used to smoke and or you're trying to quit or whatever your extremity may be. Yeah, I love these fucking things. I'm not getting paid to show this magical product here. Yeah, I'm using 2 of them right now. That's my phone stand and this one here. So I guess it's a multi-purpose product by accident. True, we got to meet up and wrestle one day when I hit 100K subs. Benz, you don't want to wrestle me. You don't. I would highly suggest we do MMA, and you are totally okay to punch me in the face. I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. But you don't want to wrestle me. I'll probably mess you up in wrestling. Wrestling is like that. I'm really, really good. I'm really, really good. I took on second in the state back when I was younger. Yeah, no, like I'm dumb good at wrestling. You don't understand. If I get you on the ground, like I can next to fully confidently say, because I can't underestimate you. Like I can next to overconfidently say though that I'm probably gonna get you real good. I'll get control of your back, and there's not too much you can do. And if I from there I can get a submission, I can get whatever. And okay, not wrestling, jujitsu. Yeah, BJJ is wrestling, but more focused on getting a submission hold as your ult, if you would. That stream would fucking blow up. It probably would. Yeah, me and you going to town. It'd probably only be a short stream because like what's likely to happen is so friends spar for a shorter period of time than obviously like a serious boxing match or any of that. I got more of a chance if you did wrestling. Uh, nah, BJJ man, BJJ is awesome. But BJJ is wrestling. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is wrestling. It's a form of wrestling. So like a wrestling style is BJJ. It's like here's wrestling, and then it folderizes out into like BJJ, ground and pound, so on, so forth, yada yada yada. No BJJ, I got more of a chance. I don't know. I feel like I probably would have been a better wrestler just because I'm strong and I could pick somebody the fuck up and throw them. Bro, I cannot express how funny grappling is. Yeah, I think grappling is. I don't want to call it dumb. That's not the proper word because I don't want to knock it. But I think grappling is just the less more effective form than clinching. Clinching is fun. I like ground grappling. Oh, fun, not funny. Yeah, that. I'm tweaking right now. Yeah, a little bit. But BJJ is awesome. I really liked it. Super fun, and you do throw people in BJJ. You fucking chuck them. You do. You chuck them. But most of the time, you're taking like a smoother transition from going from a standing position to getting a hold on somebody and then getting that lock and then tap. I feel like it's much faster. Isabella, you're back. Welcome back. And then hopefully get a tap relatively quickly. Do you got a good armbar? A disgusting armbar. But I don't like to do that to people. Like if me and you were actually, if we were to go at it, okay, theoretically, and I got you in an armbar and I know that I have the hold, I'm not. I'm just gonna wait till you tap because I'd either break your arm or cause pretty bad damage. We got a very good triangle hold. When you're saying triangle hold, are you talking relative to feet triangle hold, like with the legs where you get somebody, or like which one? Let's see. Because there's technically like 3 or 4 triangle holds, one of which you choke somebody out with their own arm, and that's also addressed as a chicken wing hold. That's another weird move for it. No, I still go to his last. I don't know the vibes there. They could be off for me. Joseph, that. Why could they be off? Bro, I got a very good triangle hold. Yeah, which triangle hold? Because I've heard of a select few. So if you're talking Muay Thai triangle hold, I don't exactly know. I can't picture that, but I imagine legs. I imagine you're talking legs, where you get your leg wrapped around somebody. Well, not somebody, but you get it wrapped around their neck. And you go for the squeeze. Oh, I literally didn't see choke. Bro, I got a very good triangle choke. You know the triangle choke? There's like 4. I know the triangle choke. I don't know Muay Thai. Yeah, I got you. I don't know Muay Thai's one. Yeah, that's kind of a BJJ thing. I don't know if you know that. It's interesting that you would be learning that in Muay Thai because Muay Thai is more so about standing, clinching, dropping knees, dropping elbows, and never going to the ground. You're not supposed to go on the ground. Also, only some people now because they were very pushy at Jordan, they've been blocked you because you two were flirting hard and loads of other people were jumping in. No, respecting that. Those people now because they're very pushy. I don't know who Jordan is, but to Jordan, whoever he is. No, yeah. Muay Thai is like you're true in BJJ. There's a sub called Triangle Choke. We're having to do with legs. Yeah, I thought you were talking about like a Muay Thai one. That's why I was like, I didn't even know you would do that in Muay Thai. Yeah, there's a sub called Triangle Choke. We're having to do with legs. Yeah, I know what that is. I thought there was something in Muay Thai that potentially might have been different than the one I'm talking about. Also, he let people full harass me, stay around because a person he pretends to be my PFP. Everything's obvious. I get more tea with me and Jordan, but no one cares about Jordan. This is a true stream. This is a true stream. But if what they're saying is true, then essentially it's a true comment. You know what I mean? Then it's a true comment. What's going on with you and Jordan? Tell me. Oh no. So what happened is she pinged his dad, and Jordan's really upset about it. So he's having a really hard time adjusting to knowing that Spooky's gonna be his new stepmom, And it's been a tough adaptation for him. The split has been tough between Jordan's parents. Bingo, spot on. See, bingo, I fucking knew it. So he was having a hard time with the initial divorce, and considering the extremities, they had to find somebody else. And Spooky came along and said, and started clapping. Started clapping, not like clapping cheeks, but obviously like clapping in celebration because she was clapping cheeks. And yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. That's a true story. That's what I heard. He knew I was a DILF hunter. Yep, he knew it. Yo, W True X Benz X Me. I thought that said W True Expo. I thought you randomly just dropped a Clash Royale comment. Has it got something to do with you and Spooky? It's got stuff to do between me and him and the DMs. See, listen, ladies of the internet. Stop DMing people. Just don't do it. Just don't DM people on the internet. Don't. Like, it's different if it's like, oh, I seen you on Instagram, you're real hot, you should take me to dinner and spend a bunch of money on me. Like, I get that. But, like, this person is millions of miles away. They're on another fucking planet. And it's like, hey, you, look at my tits. Like, I don't get it. Like, ladies, I don't get it. It breaks my heart. Because it's like, bro, you could go outside and just, like, spit. And somebody's going to come clean it up and offer it back to you. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Women who try to get guys on the internet, it almost scares me and disheartens me, because it's like, you guys can do better than that. Like, I'm not knocking it. And the same thing obviously applies to guys, but women put themselves in what I feel like is a lot more of a dangerous predicament, especially with stuff like, let's go with provocative images and stuff like that, because you put yourself at a really bad risk. You really do. Not you as in either one of you or any woman particularly, but like just the general populace of stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't think he'd ever talk about that. He said he was going to talk on why he was upset more soon. The fuck you going to do? Get the phone pregnant? Like, come on. Hey, well, listen, man. I can't talk about, I'm not the one to be like, don't do that, but I'm the one to be like, don't do that on behalf of like a chick. I think that's the smartest idea in the whole wide world, because a guy could walk around with 50 notches on his belt and he gets a high five, but if a woman has more than 5, they're like a slut in the modern day society, and it's so stupid. I don't get it. So yeah, that's just me. Whatever, y'all have your little fucking boomba clock conversation. I just have my personal opinions on it, so it's my stream. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I can say rada rada schmigma schmagma, and you guys will have to get over it. So haha. Yeah, anywho or another, let's find a random subject. So I got a $2 tip today from this guy at work. It was a weird noise. And it was rather interesting because he came in complaining that somebody rang him out, yada yada yada, and overcharged him. And I was like, okay, apologize. I listened to everything that went on, and I was like, so it's very possible that the person was new. He described who the person was, and I'm like, okay. I was like, yeah, they got fired. Now, between me and you guys, I don't even know who the fuck he was talking about. And by saying they got fired, it immediately takes all blame off the company and puts all blame on a person who literally doesn't exist. They don't exist. They're mad at somebody who doesn't exist. No idea who the fuck it is. And I guess they were supposed to put a coupon on the person's order and all this other happy whatnot and yada 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 yada. So we go to check in the queue history. Go check his prior orders. And he told me he got charged like $16 for a pizza. That was $10. That was $10. So I go to look in the order history, and it says $10. And I'm like, okay. Sir, I do hate to break this to you, but I could do something for you here, but I'm looking at a charge right here that says it's $10 something. So, anywho or another, he goes on, and he's like, well, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I had the receipt. I dropped it right there, and he points in front of our front door. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay. So that's number one. We'll get somewhere else. He's like, yeah, I paid in cash, so, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I can't really do anything about it if you paid in cash. If you pay in cash, you don't get a receipt. That's number 2. Then he called his wife. He's like, you want to hear my wife say it? I was like, if you want. And I literally looked at the guy before he makes his call, and I'm like, all due respect, sir, you can call her if you'd like to, But she can tell me the same thing, and 17 other people can tell me the same thing. But no matter what you tell me, I'm not allowed to make a special exception, particularly for you or those 17 people and whatever they say regarding your situation here, because I have to go by what the system tells me, and that is all I have to run off of. So I do apologize for the inconvenience, but if I could find some type of proof, if you got an email, if you got anything verifying that this order was what you're telling me it was charged, then we can make it right by you right now. So he wasn't mad. He wasn't flustered. He wasn't, because I'm really, really good at like getting people to kind of decompress. And anyway or another, by the end of the conversation, the guy's like, "You guys don't got to worry about it. It's fine. You don't got to do anything right by me." Well, firstly, sir, we don't give receipts for cash orders. Secondly, sir, I don't give a fuck what your wife says. I don't care who the fuck says what about your order. I got the order right here in front of me, man. So one of two things is happening. Either our system is wrong about what your order charged you. It never is. Well, technically, there's three options. Two is you applied a $5 accreditation on a tip, which somehow or another we did not see. We would have seen. And number three, that whole like receipt order, he wouldn't have got a goddamn receipt if you paid in cash. So it's just like, bro, whatever. And he gives me $2. He gave me $2 at the end of this conversation. So it's like, so you sat here complaining that you had to spend $6 extra to give me $2 to not help you. This $2 said you did not do your job. But in a matter of fact, I did do my job. I did it so well, in fact, that maybe, theoretically, he felt bad for trying to skimp me out of some fucking pizza. And he was like, "Nah, man. Nah, this guy, I like this guy. He can take my $2. All right, let's see all this wonderful stuff. Yo, laughing face, that's my quote. True, not gonna lie, I tuned you out for a minute when I said hi, and when I came back, that's fine, I don't really care. Does not bother. Joe Stro, hi. Chris with a yo, damn. Now, I don't take Jordan serious, but he was low-key trying to pull something on me. I kind of felt it was fake. Yeah, he was trying to come and see you. Most people think they're funny, but they aren't really. Pissed me off. My God, you know who I can't stand actually is a who. Well, maybe I shut my mouth. I don't know. Tell me. Okay, Baby Yoda, eyes. I'm finna go crazy and ban a bunch of word. Yeah, I fucking hate him. He's so weird with Jordan in person too. Yeah, I know. And Joe told me he flipped out. Blah, 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 blah. So, ladies, listen. It's not engagement for True's channel. It's engagement for you two to have a conversation you should be having in your DMs, because people are going to come in here. They're going to see this and be like, we can have a personalized conversation amongst ourselves during a stream. And I don't exactly care about that, but what I care about is somebody coming in here and seeing that y'all talking a little something about somebody and thinking that that type of energy is applicable and able to happen in here. I don't really want that. I would call each other and say these words while watching the stream, because then we all win. And you have the discretion of saying whatever the fuck you want. MFAO, that's wild though. That guy gave you a tip after complaining. It's very unexpected. I think the guy was just confused. Yeah, I mean, he looked at me as if I was talking to him in the nicest way possible, which I was, and giving him his way, which I wasn't. So it's like, hey, okay, we will shut up. It's not like you guys got to shut up. It's not that. No worries. It's not like a shut up. It's just like, if somebody comes in and they see anything of a sort, I'm very keen on this. Anything coagulated with drama. They're talking about you. That's fine. Anything coagulated with drama. It improvises that they can also engage in any form of drama. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's nothing against you. You guys could be talking about Donald Trump and how you don't like him. And that's fine and dandy. But the negative energy has to come from me. I'm the negative energy guy. I don't even do that. You know what I mean? Nothing personal. Nah, you're all good. Not true. Come on, no one gives a fuck about other people's channels. Type. Yeah, you're kind of advertising for somebody else, but whatever. I used to go into live streams when I was under 50 subs and do that. But come on with it. Wait, no, I didn't as an LMFAO, but yeah, rada. This is girl talk, and whenever girls had girl talk at work, I used to just walk up, look at both of them like this, and I did this today. Both of them like this. This is sexist as fuck, so get ready for it. So unicorns and rainbows, huh? And they'd look at me with a funny face, laugh about it, and I say rada, and walk away. And you know what usually happens? They forget what they were talking about. they forget what they were talking about, and they're like, masculine energy. What were we talking about again? Oh my god, he's so pretty, and they'll do some weird shit like that. That's what they do. Alrighty, something we were talking about then. We were talking about Jordo, yada 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 yada. LOL. Oh my god, Joe, remember that Tyrone? He's so cool. He said I'm dumb dumb. I'm bad at charisma. Based, true gamer, super bait. Dude, I am based as fuck. You know what the equivalent of based is though in modern day society is chivalry. I'm very chivalrous, very yeah, like very protective of women and stuff like that. But at the same time, in order to be protective, you have to put your foot down. It kind of reminds me of my daughter. Like if I want to protect her from burning herself on the stove, I'm not going to put her over fire. You know what I mean? Like that just wouldn't make sense. Still can't believe you rotted the manager. Yeah, I definitely rotted the manager. I was supposed to have that manager's job for $2 more, but what happened was they could pay him $2 less in order for me to not do that job. It's a whole thing. Give me 1 sec, guys. Alrighty, so I'm gonna AFK here for like 5 minutes. So entertain yourselves in chat. Um, baby's crying. I don't know if she's gonna go to sleep. Wait a minute. Bear with me. I'm still gonna AFK for 5 minutes because she just woke up. She not the baby. She like the lady, and I want to chit chat with her for a bit before she goes. That big homie here, yeah. But yeah, she's woke up. I want to see if she decompresses on her own. So I want to be quiet because if she hears Daddy talking, she's probably gonna stay a little wound up. So false alarm, kinda false alarm. I gotta be a little quiet here and see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna be back in like 5 just to chit chat with her anyway because she's about to head off to work. Obviously not the baby. I don't believe in child labor unless she's gonna make a lot of money. I'm putting her to work. So yeah, give me like 2 seconds. When I come back to this chat, so it's gonna freeze. So I'm gonna give you guys like a really really ridiculous fucking face for you to stare at in the background. So when it does freeze, it has to freeze at like the perfect moment. So give it like 5 minutes, and we'll go from there. But you want to see the tired of pose? Oh my god. I'm like, sure, I'm in school. Yeah, bounce off for a good minute. Others too. Get a little worried when you want to come back. Neither or not, but I'm 6'2". Yep. Chris 6'9" lame. He's actually 5'10". Shorter than me. Chris, how tall is True? Is she actually 5'10"? Yeah, I'm actually 5'10". What a good pause. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna run away. Let's see if the comments are still alive or not. Oh no. So I think my comments died, and that's weird because I haven't had that happen on a live before. So give me like 2 seconds. I'm just gonna fix that up, and we'll be right back in action. So sorry, guys. This is only gonna take like a minute. Alright, we got comments. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, we got comments. Sorry about that, guys. I do appreciate that wait time. I had to have a bunch of conversations. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Wait a minute. I'm missing drama. Wait, let's get in on this. Let's get in. Women versus men. This is like the best. I thought we got over this stuff in like the roaring 20s. Didn't we learn about that in school? I don't get it. I don't get it. Ay. What's up? Yo, hey CL5, if you're still here. Oh yeah, fine here, my bad. So yeah. I'm not gonna read most. I'm reading most of this, but I'm not gonna go aloud. Okay. Irvin timed out. Yada yada. Spook was unhidden. Okay. I think he is spooky. Head slow down. Snowy Hill sideways during last night's shifts. There was like 4 inches of snow. So it's delivering his. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. The snow out of nowhere yesterday was crazy. It's just now we're actually gonna have all the clouds that are necessary to get out. Props to you, Chris. I can't stand the snow. I love the snow. I never used to, but I love it cold because I'm always warm. Facts, thanks. Yeah, everything turned out all right. Yep. I'm gonna pause for an hour. Hi, chat. Holy fuck, I'm wasted. Tizzle is wasted. Very nice. Hi, help, throw up. Ben Champ with the scowl. What? Loading animation. Almost feel if you know it's true. Even here, am I tripping? I'm not here. I'm not here at all. We back. Haha. He's just back, bud. So what brings you back around here, though, is after 1 hour, he has returned, more like 2 L an hour, been said, up, very sickening, too long, 3 hours away, I don't know why they always talk about me, but I want to know what's being said, spooky, or laughing face, I doubt it's anything good, though, so what's the point? Yeah, I don't know, I find it interesting. Well, now, you know a little bit about what's being said. So, I just had a conversation with a lady, and all that happy whatnot, and, yeah, that's what I was doing. So, yeah, hi guys, I'm back. I have tempted to do a gaming stream, but every time I do a gaming stream, it stretches a little later than I want it to, and I am awfully tired because of how late the shift was. So I don't know. That's solid, I guess. It seems it's all good, man. That's solid, I guess. Seems like after a while, it'll get really whacked, though. No. I don't know. I don't know what we're addressing. So I'm kind of late to the conversation span. But yeah, that was interesting. The baby did go back to sleep. That's nice. And I don't really try to stream when she's up walking around, all that happy whatnot. Uh, I'm telling you guys what seems like everyone. Yeah, really inviting at a wild. It's not inviting at a wild chica. Yeah. Anyway or another. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what other random story I got from work today. There's quite a few. Oh yeah, so I made a bread bowl. This was the other day. The other day being yesterday. And so today I made it again, and I was trying to make the bread bowl, but to be like as close to a spaghetti as possible. So I put some noodles in there, some marinara, I put some mushroom, I should have put green pepper in, I didn't. I put onion, pretty much like spaghetti stuff. I'm trying to think of what else I put in there. Anyway or another, yeah, it was pretty nice. So it came out the oven, slapped some fucking Parmesan shake on there. Yo, let me fucking tell you, that shit tasted like really good spaghettis. Like really good spaghetti. You wouldn't even know that it was just like some pizza place spaghetti. That shit tasted fucking phenomenal. It was fantastic. So ate the fuck out of that. And this is where it gets a little interesting. So this chick I work with, bread. This chick I work with, she looked at it, she's like, what the fuck is this? Because at this point, it's just, there's no more noodles in there. It's just what looks like a pizza with a really, really thick crust and nothing. Just, there's just no sauce, no, it's just pizza dough. And she's like, what the fuck is this? And I told her what it was. She's like, oh, she's like, can I have the bread? I'm like, what? She's like, can I have the bread? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. So throughout the shift, she's just like munching what looks like a pizza with no sauce, no anything on it. So she was taking it and ripping big ass fucking pieces off and like dunking it in sauce, or she was like putting a sauce on it. She was just munching away. So knowing this new detail, that's weird. Yeah, she's hot, so it's okay. It doesn't matter. Can I have the bread? You can have the bread. I will make you one of those next time you come in. I think I'll see you Thursday. I don't know. Whenever I see you, just remind me about it, and I'll just do up whatever type of pasta you want in there. And it's pretty, like, it is pretty good. I know that the crust is good because I made it with my hands, so that shit better be. Fucking, you're a sim. Nah, she's just hot. It's all right. Yeah, I can call somebody hot without being a sim. Being a sim were to be like, oh, something you would say. Damn it, bread. Now I'm fucking with you. But yeah, so she was munching on that through the shift, and that got me thinking. I'm like, So now whenever I work with this person, if I make myself said bread bowl and put whatever deliciousness I want in it, then she'll also have something to eat. So I get to knock out two birds, one stone. Ah, very cool. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. It was really interesting, but it was just funny that, can I have the bread? Can I have the bread? Yeah, go ahead. And she just like throughout the shift is ripping off a big fucking fat chunk of that crust was like this thick, and you can't really see in scale. So like, here's an Xbox controller. It was like yay thick, like right there, not like down here, like right here. That was a thick ass fucking dough. She would just rip it off, put a sauce on it, munch on it, snacking away. I'm just fucking getting a kick out of it because, like, arguably she's kind of eating my leftovers, but whatever. I don't know. Gotta feed the birds sometimes. Was this a customer? No. It was. I'm gonna describe this in a way that you will know what I mean. The Asian driver. The Asian driver, the short Asian driver. It was that one. Yeah, that one. Uh, yeah, she was munching away at it. Was she Asian? Yeah, she was Asian. She was Asian. She was Asian indeed. She's not Asian anymore. She was Asian. She ate that and she became Americanized. But yeah, she ate that. So pretty good. All the happy whatnot. Yo Izza. Yo Spooky. Yo Rada Rada. Yo Mama. But yo chat. Yo chat. I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I thought that would do it. We only got one of them, so but yeah, she was munching on that. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I'll tell you what, in the morning on Saturday, I work with girls and only girls until like 4 o'clock. Now, I used to go in there at 1, and now I go in at 3. So for like, see, I'm gonna have to leave. Take care, alright? Spooky, have a good night. I appreciate you dropping by stream. It was real cool chit chatting with you and interacting with you. And I wish you the best. I'll probably see you again soon. And after the stream, I'm gonna look at what you look like, and I'm gonna see and evaluate if Benz's 8 out of 10 was accurate or not. And if you're ugly, I probably won't tell you. And if you're hot, I probably won't tell you. But anyway or another, yeah, let me see what you look like and be fucking weird. I'm gonna creep on whatever the fuck your YouTube profile thing is and be like, hmm. And then I'm gonna go watch a Minecraft 100 day. But anyway, rada rada, yay Asian, yay Asian. Okay, bye, Spooky, I love you. Spooky, she loves you. What do you have to say about that? I don't think she cares, Isabella. I don't know. L friend, she didn't say it back to you. That's fucked up. Chris with a bye. I'm a nice man. Benz is a nice man. I'm a pretty nice guy too. Yeah, but well, oh yeah, what I was saying. Saturday, they usually work with girls for like 3, 4 hours, like only girls. So I make like a bunch of food for these girls. Like I'm dead serious. Like they're like, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? And like by the end of the shit, every single one of them has had something made by me within like an hour, hour and a half. These hands are feeding the woman of this world. So just keep it in mind. I feed the populace. That is me. Uh, as knows I love her. Mid, yeah, I know she loves me. That's good. You guys know you love each other. You should get married. You guys should get married. I know they love each other. Tizzle knows you love each other. Damn, female energy all day, I guess. Yeah, I work with chicks most of the day. Most of the day. Like, in the morning, it's literally just me and, like, fucking 4 or 5 girls. Without context, that would sound crazy. But, yeah, and they just do their thing and whatever. I'm just like the CEO, to the big fucking muscular guy working with a bunch of chicks. And I see some of the guys walk in and they're looking at me and they're looking at all the chicks and they're looking at me like I made the schedule or something. And it's just like, no, the boss man puts me with the woman because I can protect the ladies and I'm not like a piece of shit and weird. Like they're not gonna put one of the random guys on because they're fucking weirdos. Not all of them, obviously. Like Chris is a cool guy, but like obviously the women will essentially choose who they're comfortable working with if it's just like one dude. And if it's just like one dude and 4 or 5 chicks, so some guys might get a little frivolous and weird in their mind. So I'm like the protector, and I got to go lift the heavy shit. And like this customer is being an asinine fuck, so I have to be the one to be like, we're not doing this. You can either leave or you can. This is your only option, like one or the other. Because it is nice to have that presence in the store, and it's not even like a gender thing as much as a guardian thing. You know what I mean? Just like that's just kind of what I do. I just float and protect. Damn female energy all day. True, protect them from true. Yeah, I gotta protect them from me. Because let me tell you, I wouldn't feel safe around me if I was a chick. And then I would talk to me and be like, he's a fucking teddy bear. I'm gonna manipulate that son of a bitch. That's what I would do. Which emojis? Uh, Girl Gamer 360. Stop talking about me. I'm very confuddled here. I'm talking about my delightfully wonderful coworkers. Which emojis protect me from true? You realize all that true good stuff. Yeah, I do think that's what it is because, like, so it all started one day where I was with. I'm not going to say all their names, obviously, but you know who most of our female workers are. Um, that's who I work with for the majority of the morning when I'm there morning, but obviously after the afternoon, and not you, true. Okay. But anyway, yeah, most of the afternoon and whatnot, and obviously if that shift went good, I think the coalition of them, because 2 of which are managers, 2 of which were drivers. The one's not there anymore, but I guess she is. That's a whole thing. And pretty much just girls. A lot of girls who I worked with. They obviously would talk to the boss man and be like, hey, yada yada yada, shift went bad, shift went good, and obviously it's shift went good. He's super respectful, da 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 da. And if that is what is translated over to the big boss man, then if that wasn't what translated to the boss man obviously doesn't give a fuck. But clearly, it's like, hey, he's good, he does well with us, he's respectful, he's nice, he handles things, he's great, yada yada yada. So I'm usually the one who's put on those shifts where it's like a more female dominated shift. So I'm in there with the girls saying a bunch of weird shit. I mean, like, weird shit. Shit that you can't get away with saying walking around outside to somebody you don't know. Like, we got a friendship going in there. Like, I could walk up and be like, this is no joke. I do this. Hey, yo, yeah. Fuck you look like that, bruh. What? Why the fuck you look like that? You fucking big nose, having ass, looking like it. Like that. I will do that to my coworkers when it's just girls. Like, bro, I don't like. I'm really, really upset. We tighten the pizza place for real. Bye, bye. I love you too, Brad. All right, bye, bye. I love you, Spooky. If you're not still here, I'm not gonna say anything. But if you're still here, have a good night. And if you are secretly still here and pretending not to be here, have a good night. I guess. Yeah. But yeah, no, we all got a really Wow, I'm scared of True's Riz. I think that's the opposite of Riz. I think that says I am so unhittable on that you guys have no choice but to just respect my presence. Like you don't understand. Like listen. I got this one coworker who we were all making jokes, and obviously I am the guy present in there. So like I don't should I say yeah I'll say it. It doesn't matter. But we're all talking shit. And I'm just like, yo, this customer done pissed me off, yada, yada, yada. Somebody said something. I'm like, nah, you know what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, well, I said, I'm gonna slap my fucking cock on their pizza. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. And obviously, I didn't do that. So, chicks start laughing, whatever, da 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 da. This chick looks me in the face and says to me, she's like, you know what I'm gonna do? Like, the next fucking customer to disrespect you, I'm gonna slap my pussy on a pizza. I'm like, no, you fucking did not. So that's been the on-running joke with me and this coworker is slap my pussy on a pizza. I've been saying that like once a week to her, and it's so goddamn fucking funny. It's unbelievable. I'm dead, dude. It gets me rolling every single time. Oh man, it's so bad. I said like the nastiest fucking joke today relative to that joke as an on run. Yeah, what? We'll just keep it at that. Oh my god, the fish emote. That's funny. Respect my authority. True gamer needs to be studied. I kind of do. I talk to women like I would talk to guys with just a little less raunchiness, you know, because like I'm still respectful, but I'm still like male energy and weird, but I am still respectful because there's like a line, and I feel like I know that line, and I'm very respectful of that line, and I don't go past that. But that don't mean I'm not gonna say dumb weird shit. I'm not gonna like not walk by one and be like, yo, I just took fat shit. Like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll totally do that. I've done it. I'll do it again. I'll probably do it tomorrow because I'm gonna be on with mostly girls for a decent part of that shift. Did you say they don't want no fish toppings? If I say that, that's the line right down. That's the line. That is the now you can't say stuff like that. See now I lose my. He said I smell like fishy, and then I'm in a whole world of shit. You're an asshole, but you have the riz. Women like that. Yeah, you an asshole, but you have the. I don't think I have the riz. I think I'm just really weird. I think I'm just quirky as a motherfucker, and they're like, this is okay. We accept this. We like this weirdness. He presents male energy in a way that is so stupid that we understand it. And it's just like, okay, yeah. Yeah. But no, I'm just really respectful. I'm still weird and I say like odd shit, but I'm respectful. I've been told my Riz is corny. I think pickup lines are corny. Like I've never used a pickup line. Ever in my whole life. Like I'm totally serious. Doesn't Riz mean flirting? I think Riz is another word for attractiveness or means to be attractive. Is someone matching my emotes? I believe so. No Elise tonight? Yep, no Elise tonight, Joe. Apologies technically. Yeah. I think that's what Riz is. I think that's a good way to define Riz. Because it's like a newly made term. What, like 4 years ago came up to exist? We just accept that it's a term now. But Riz is essentially that. Yeah, I'd say Riz is essentially that. I don't think Riz is flirting because you don't like Riz. Well, you do Riz a chick up. Well, goddamn, there's fuck. English slang is so strange. Negative. No, you're not, Isabella. I see it. I see it with my balls. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. But I love working with him. I really do. But don't get me wrong, when a guy walks in, the first thing I do is walk out to him and I'm just like, oh my god, thank god there's another set of balls in here because I was so ready to start menstruating. And then like it things happen. Yeah. Then me and him start rolling and whatever else and da 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 and all that dumb shit and the girls laugh about it and whatever. You know what I mean? Like there is clearly there's a line. But I'm just fucking weird. Now you're good. Sad days. GG. That is a fucking GG. Like I said, I'm just like respectful. Man, I'm respectful. I'm weird but respectful. What are your thoughts? First step at work. I don't think I know what that means. Are you saying like when you walk into work, what your first goal is? I'll tell you my strategy. I tell people this openly when I'm at work, and this is why I've become amongst one of the best, is I find who is best at something. When you take one step at work. No, just your thoughts. Oh, if I just like took a step at work, I pivot more than I step. I definitely pivot where I just like step, reach really far away, pivot back. I pivot a lot. Okay, I'm tweaking. Oh, just my thoughts. Most of the time, when I'm at work, I think about work. I don't drift off. I don't. I'm dead serious. Like I don't. It doesn't matter if I'm working in a medial job or I'm working like a dead serious job. I'm just dead serious. Like I'm still goofy and a little like quirky and whatnot, but when it's fucking action time, when you first pull up to work, or you're like, oh shit, here we go again. Nope, nope. I refuse to allow myself to walk into work with that attitude. Ever, ever. I am extremely, extremely optimistic about everything that's to happen, but I set the expectation in my mind of how well it's going to go very low, if that makes sense. Like, I anticipate it might not go great, but I don't even come close to letting that change my mindset. Yeah, like it's game time. Well, yeah, I walk in there and I'm like, I'm going to fuck shit up. I'm going to fuck shit up. I'm going to go so fucking crazy in here. I'm going to set the bar so goddamn unbelievably maniacally high that people don't like me. I will have no one compete with me and no one will come close to how close to perfect I am at work. And it might sound super conceited, but it's like if I have that mindset, that's super super driven. That's super driven. Do you touch the pizza ungodly like? Yeah. So most of the time in my work, I stretch dough mostly because I'm very fast at it. But there are instances where obviously I'll like top pizza, I'll do sides, I'll be on oven. Like I've done everything. Help customers, I've done everything. But most of the time I'm on dough because like if I'm on dough and they're caught up over here to my right, and like let's say so and so's topping pizza and I have like four doughs stretched. Yes, he does. I appreciate that. I do touch the pizza ungodly like. And let's say I sauce this dough. I'll put this up for the next person. I'll come over, start topping. If I see like three things ready to get some cheese on it and some topping and whatnot, like I know it's not the most eventful conversation, but it is to me. I'm passionate about any job that I do. Boom, cheese this one, get it over. Cheese this one, get it over. Cheese this one, get it over. I want nothing in my fucking face. I want to put it in my face, get it all done, rada. Sauce, cheese, sauce, cheese, sauce, cheese, sauce, cheese, sauce, cheese. And if so and so is there, my job all the time is to get caught up to them and then force them to get caught up to me. Just before they're actually caught up to me, go back over here to stretching dough. Because if I do that, I'm forcing the system to operate faster than it normally would be. Normally would be. Um, Make sure I'm hitting everything here. I confirm yes, he does. Got the hand, got the game over. I meant, do you touch pizza with passion? Like unfathomable, satisfying passion. Like a slick oiled machine. Bing, bang, boom. What Chris said. Yeah, Chris is the W. Like, if a customer's out in the lobby, they can look at me and they'll determine one of two things. He is really pissed off and he's an asshole. Only half of that is true. I'm never really angry at work. ever. But I just kind of look angry when I'm focused and driven. So like even right now, like boom, I'm not happy, I'm not sad. I'm just kind of streaming, doing my thing. I'm calm right now. But I think because of the way my eyebrows are shaped and because of my jawline, I think I just naturally look like a more angry person. You know what I mean? I think I look like a more angry person. I don't think I come off as sincere. I think based off of my aesthetics alone, how I look, I would assume me as an angry person. Straight up. I would assume me, yeah, I would assume that somebody would come up to the register and I wouldn't want to talk to me. Like, I'd be worried, like, he's going to yell at me. What do you want? What the fuck are you doing here? No, you're not ordering no fucking food. Get out. Get the fuck out. Like, I would assume me as one of those. Or I would look and be like, that motherfucker is really focused and cares a lot about getting this done quickly. So, yeah, it's one or the other. I don't really see a conversation or an assumption from a customer just looking at me going any other way. I think it would just be that. I think it would strictly be that. I think they would look and either think I'm an asshole who's really driven or think, oh, he really cares about getting this done. You know, and then the moment that I go up and actually have a social interaction with the customer, I visually see any customers. Do y'all get shitty customers? So many. We won't even get on that. So many. But I visually see the face of customers who assume me as an asshole change like that. Like, absolutely immediately. Because I hear my customer service and hear my voice, like, oh, he's not a piece of shit. He's like super nice to me. He's super respectful. He's, yo, a lot. Yeah. Yeah, no, dead serious. Yo, man, we have some of the worst, craziest people. What the fuck? That was the weirdest thing. My stream, that I've never seen that happen, went down 4 likes. That was weird. That was weird. And these numbers jump. It's not like accurate. So like it says I'm at 10 viewers right now, but I could realistically be at like 6. The numbers are very, very peculiar. Or at least 7 out of 10 Karens. We have people who will complain that their food got done right and they want it wrong instead. Be like a cops in once a week. That's true. We had a customer. This was like a month ago. I won't get too much into personal details about it, but he walked out back like he worked there because he had to use the bathroom. And we had a coworker pretty much tell, not, no, ain't happening, get out, rada, 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 all this other happy whatnot. Rada is really good in context. That's just fucking finito. Anywho or another, yeah, a guy walked out back, walked behind the counter like he owned the fucking place because he had to use the bathroom, even though he was already told twice, we don't have a public restroom. Walked back there like he was going to go use it. He was told not to, and then he ended up getting in this one coworker's face, all this other crazy shit, and police got called. Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into the details, but by the end of it, the guy's face was a little messed up. Not from anybody who we work with, but he got tackled by the police department of my area. And yeah, pretty bad. 13 likes. Hey, we'll take him, man. That's fucking awesome. 15 likes. See, that's what I was talking about. Was earlier it was at 14, and then it dropped to 10 suddenly. And now it's up to 15. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Uh, so if I were to pull up on you, and let's say I'm a fan of True Gamer and say, oh my god, I'm a big bro, it's you, I would immediately pretend I don't know what you're talking about. Genuinely. I would pretend I don't know what you're talking about, and I would say, I apologize, I think you got me mixed up with somebody else. Immediately. I would immediately do that. Like, if it was you, because I know what you look like, it'd be like, why the fuck are you in New York? But if it was somebody else, I'd be like, I do apologize. I don't. What if it was a 10 out of 10 chick? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you look like. My identity here and who I am outside of here will only click under the circumstance that I'm meeting a person by choice. So like Ben's came out to New York, Joe came out to New York. Like I know Chris personally. That type of stuff will not interfere with one another because it's not. I'm not like different at work. I'm still the same dude. I'm really authentic. I'm super genuine and stuff like that. But if somebody came in and they were like, "Oh my god, True Gamer," not that that's gonna happen because I'm at like 100 and some odd subscribers. Um, but if that did happen, I would just be very nonchalant and just straight up be like, "Yeah, apologize. You might have me confused with somebody else. I'm not who you think I am. I just work here. You know what I mean?" Because that's a de-escalation technique. Even if somebody's excited, excitement in a way that can draw attention is a distraction. So that could be a distraction of my coworkers, that could be a distraction of customers, that could be maybe even disgruntling to customers. We could have somebody in the lobby eating or whatever else, and they'll hear that and be like, well, who the fuck is this guy? Why is this guy getting all this positive attention? I would just immediately shut it down and treat it as it's falsified. Let me make sure I'm caught up here. Shay's Arcade morning. I apologize. I did see that. I just was rattling on there about that. Big fan, 16 Shay. What if I was 10 out of 10 Shay? Yep. It's wild that nothing serious happens when I'm there. I'm on the road or not scheduled. Yeah, for real. You're very fortunate that Joe on the way. I should say while in the Well, I should say while in the restaurant. Yeah, that's fair. With Joe in the van, I'll be there in 2 days. Jumping in my kayak right now. Kayak. You're gonna kayak to here. That's amazing. W Van, Shay's still live, 24 likes. Joseph, you got 24 likes. Oh shit. Very nice, my friend. Very nice indeed. Let me fix this here charger because I took it off a while ago when I paused stream for a little bit. So let me fix that now. Nice. Joe got 24 likes, 24 gilfs. I'd be screwed. I need arms of steel. In chat right now, pull up, y'all. Oh, I would, but I mean, I can't. Yeah, I personally can't. But I already did go like a stream and a comment and all that whatnot. I had my interaction. So, gotta support the homies. But yeah, I don't have another device right now. She's at work and all that happy whatnot. But yeah, no, we don't have like action in there, but I've heard stories of like my general manager. He's had to fight off a crackhead with a chair. He also had this, well, they're a disabled person, I mean, who in a wheelchair, they tried to run over my general manager's foot. It's always my general manager. And like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, we had somebody come in, waive a restraining order at one of my coworkers, who's no longer working there, at one of my coworkers, and threaten that he's going to beat the shit out of him and all this other whatnot. So it was probably like the 15th time that my general manager yelled, "Get the fuck out," that the person actually got the fuck out. Told my manager to suck his dick, a bunch of stuff, da 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 da. Like it's crazy, but it's very rare that that happens. Number one, number two, the most I've ever seen it escalate is like this level of distance between a customer and one of my female coworkers, and my eyes were locked on target with that motherfucker. I was just waiting for a hand to come up because I was raring for an excuse to beat the shit out of that guy because he was being extraordinarily disrespectful. But when you lay hands on a coworker, oh yeah, that security guard, that old job I used, that shit's gonna come out. I'm gonna pick your ass up and fucking drop you, and then I'll have my boss get rid of the camera. I'm dead. I'll have the boss wipe the camera. I don't know how that happened. We don't know. But no, our internet's been having a hard time. That doesn't work. This one worked. This one worked. That one just acted up, and he'll cover my fucking ass. I bet you he would. I'll pick somebody up and fucking drop him. Let that occur. That's serious. I would look forward to the day that I can do that. Look forward to the day I can do that. And I looked at that guy like, do it, fucking do it. Yeah, it was very very close. Like I'm dead serious. Like this level of distance from her. Um, I don't incite violence, but I'm prepared to defend violence. You know what I mean? And if that concurs embodying violence, make sure somebody else doesn't hurt someone else, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. I'm not gonna like bloody somebody or anything like that, but I'll make sure I'm caught up. I'm screwed. It's a W, it's a call. Ben's literally, wait, bro, I heard as a worker you gotta let them hit you because you don't want to get fired. Yeah, well, the moment somebody becomes a physical threat towards me or a coworker, I'm not a worker anymore. I'm a human being. That is that simple. That's where the line is done. Nah, can defend yourself and others, but you can't defend property without getting in trouble. So you can't defend yourself. Self-defense laws are non-applicable in my state. We don't have them. That also includes the defense of others, unless it comes to restraining. So let's say theoretically somebody went to like punch me in the face. Okay, we don't have any self-defense laws, mind you. The only situation where a self-defense law is applicable is if you're cornered and there's no other option at all. But if somebody were to punch me in the face, I do have the legal right to restrain them and make it so they cannot hurt me, if you will. Uh, but to be fair, what's somebody gonna do if they're like 5'2", never had fighting experience, a female, and somebody's like 6'3", has had fighting experience, is a dangerous felon, and decides to lay hands on that female? Okay, how's she gonna defend herself? What's the repercussions? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go over there and try to refrain Mr. fucking 6'3" Tyrone. I'm gonna try to knock him out, or harm him as quickly as possible. So I would take a charge for that. Absolutely. I would take charge for that. And I think that's a trade-off with New York State is they're very, very, very big on defensiveness of violence, and I understand that, but I don't think that they're keeping in mind of people protecting other people. You know what I mean? Well, it's different. It has to be a fear of, yeah, by the way, true, you almost look identical to my cousin. Random as food. I am your cousin. But yeah, True looks like a kid at my school that was British. I don't fucking mean I look British. I don't look no fucking British. I look more Spaniard than British because I am. 31 likes on my stream. Holy fuck, Joseph. Yo, you got more than me. That's amazing. W, it's probably different for you because you got a fam, so I bet you pick your battles carefully. Uh, I picked my battles carefully before though. Like having a daughter now, this is gonna sound bad, so don't take the words as I'm saying is exactly how I mean it, but it made me more bloodthirsty. It did. Not in the sense of I want to go beat somebody up, but in the sense of like when my daughter was born, something changed. Not like snapped, like I didn't go lunatic, but something changed to where it's like I'm not scared of going to prison. I'm not scared of any repercussions I have to face because I have my daughter. So a lot of people get a little more like coy and sheltered to themselves. I feel a lot more protective natured over myself for that matter, over myself because like if my arm's broken, if I'm stabbed, if I'm shot, if I'm in a line of danger, then I have to protect myself even more to an even higher extent of protection. So I guess I'm kind of raring for it. Like, if it happens, it happens, and I will do nothing to make a situation like that happen. I'll never take it on, but I am more than ready to go crazy if it's absolutely necessary. Plus, I have fighting experience anyway, so most of the time that's not required. Most of the time, if I'm ever in a situation where somebody's trying to induce harm on me, I could just restrain them and wait for law enforcement to take over. That's where BJJ is awesome. That's where having wrestling experience is awesome. Because I'll overpower next to most anybody, let alone if theoretically I don't, that person probably doesn't have fighting experience. And theoretically, I'm versing like Brawly from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I might have a little bit of trouble then, no doubt, but that means all the more that I can go crazy. BJJ is good for one-on-one. Yeah, I think BJJ is definitely good for one-on-one. It doesn't have its strong suit in multiple parties trying to go after you, but no. Yeah, no, I would just argue, yeah, BJJ is a one-on-one sport. Yeah, no doubt. But being strong enough to throw somebody into another person, Joseph, what the fuck? 141 subs. Oh wait, are you literally? No way. I don't believe you. Um, if I've got to have some strong British blood in there, bearing in mind the British people come from Germany, Spain, France, so it kind of makes sense. I'm Puerto Rican, and Puerto Ricans are Spaniard, um, African American, and what's the last one? It's what makes Puerto Rican. Spaniard, African American. I don't remember the last one, and I really should, but I'm 50% that. I'm 50% a mix of that. Yeah. It's the native people, it's the native Indian tribes to I don't even remember where. Yeah, I'll have to re-educate on that. I used to be able to say it off the top of my head. So when I was in school, they put the British kid I was talking to in a speech impediment class with me. That is so funny. I thought it was dumb as fuck because he's from the UK. BJJ is good for one-on-one. I agree. So if you're a security guard here, you can only defend yourself so much. Like a strain, you can punch once as a warning. Yeah, 141 subs. What the fuck? My coach used to tell me, if one man can hold you down, two men can rape you. Jesus Christ. That's a hell of a coach. That's a hell of a motive. Let's go, Joe. So we share the Spanish part then? Interesting. Yeah, Puerto Rican, most people hear Puerto Rican and they're like, that's Spanish. But it's like Indian, not like, it's gonna seem racist as fuck, but I don't really care. But not like do Indian, but like hoy, 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 like that Indian. It's that Indian. Um, fucking, oh my god. See, I did that and now I can't even think. It's that Indian, European, and the thing I literally just, oh, African American. That's what makes Puerto Rican Puerto Rican. It's the coalition of those three, and for the better, the most part, that race was made in Puerto Rico, hence Puerto Rico. That's Puerto Rican, from the Europeans coming over and colonizing the Indians and then coming over with slaves and colonizing them as well, obviously, and the raping and domestication, if you will, of a race. And you got Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans was pretty much two cultures that got raped by the Europeans, and Puerto Ricans were born. Yeah. So, in a sense, every Puerto Rican you meet is both the dominant and the submissive. So let's turn something kind of negative and bad into a joke. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, that's the story of how Puerto Ricans are Puerto Ricans. It's pretty nasty. It's pretty bad. Like a very short one, more simpler one is like Philippines are Spanish and Asian. That's what makes a Philippine a Philippine. They're Spanish and Asian. Motivates you in class, bro? I sure bet it does. Especially in 2v1 Ben's North Indian. I don't know what type of Indian. I just know that that's what the cultural blood indicates. But yeah. Susguy Smouse. Hey, hello. Welcome to the stream. We talk about stuff. We're currently, I guess, talking about the bloodline of Puerto Ricans and how it's applicable and what it is. We've talked about a bunch of stuff. We're just chit-chatting away. I was thinking of doing a gaming stream, and now I'm kind of leaning in the direction of not, because we're sitting kind of cozy. I got milk. I'm thinking of snacking on something right now. I bet I can handle 2 male, 6 feet average fight skills, but not three. I'm not delusional. I'd be done for. Um, Depends if they have fighting experience or not. And it's also if they're coordinated. If you're versing two people who aren't coordinated, you're just versing one person. Dead serious. If you're versing three people who aren't coordinated, you're probably versing just two people. Yeah. Unless they're surrounding you, unless they're in a triangle. Most people who are jumping somebody aren't coordinated. Like I know it sounds bad, but like if you're versing two people who are like used to doing this, you might be struggling. It's like, yo, let's work on beat the shit out of this guy combos. Like who does that? That's a very impractical thing to work on. But yeah, no, I'm dead serious. I think a 2v1, obviously it's a little harder, but if they're not coordinated and you know what you're doing, you can hold your own. In a 3v1, they're even less apt to be coordinated. And yeah, I don't know. It's like playing a three-player game. Like it's just weird. And eventually, two people get in the way of this one person. Whoever's winning, if you will, gets I guess hindered. They get a hindrance toward them. Well, there's absolutely mad stories like that. Millions of native Southern Americans were wiped out by Spanish European diseases, the Aztecs, etc. Yep. Channel European and African were the three, I think. Oh. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is Taino European. And African are the three. Taino, European. Taino was the tribe. You're very correct, my friend. There would definitely be blood in a 3v1. Yeah. Weight classes will make a difference too. If they have no skills and are heavy, stay quick until they're puffing. But if you're a heavy one, you need to make the move really quick. So I actually, I preferred fighting people heavy. I did. I preferred fighting people bigger than me. Not because exactly they're slower, but just I'm like wicked strong. I'm wicked, wicked strong. I really am. I really am. And then being wicked strong to where I could throw somebody who's 300 pounds pretty comfortably on top of being able to outspeed them, just it's great. It's immaculate. And when I look at somebody that size, I know kicks to the calves are going to be a lot more effective. Um, like I bet 6'5" bodybuilders think they can handle me. I mean, they can crush you. I don't know if they can handle you. Bro, true to a W Riz. Like a joke Riz or like a real Riz? Because I could do both. I can make a joking real Riz. That's the, yeah, the only thing. I'm going to imagine I'm talking to somebody. I'm just going to come up with what comes to mind. You know, real Riz? All right, I got you. This is what I would do to, I'll just say somebody I know. We'll go with that. Hey, you. How's it going? Oh, good. It's really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so I had this chicken Alfredo the other day. That shit was banging. I ate almost all of it. And I was looking at that last piece of chicken there, and I was like, I gotta eat this shit. So I ate it, chewed it up. Shit was pretty fucking good. And that's where they'd be like thinking to themselves, why the fuck are you telling me this? And that's where you drop the whole time I was eating, and I was thinking, damn, this doesn't come as close to how good you would taste. Bam, W. There you go. Just I don't talk like that. I don't do that. I'm just good at it because of, I'm a human being. Um, yeah, no, because like I'm just weird. I'm weird, and weird works. Weird fucking works. Let me see here. What am I missing? Yeah, but there's my W Riz. All of my W Riz starts as something peculiar. I don't. really like to riz people. I know it sounds odd, but I don't want to give people that gratification. I don't want them to think that the world bows down to them. So I only kiss ass if my ass is kissed first. Like I'm only gonna flirt with a woman if they make it an open, clear invitation that, hey, I would like you to flirt with me. And even then, sometimes there's mixed signals and whatnot. No, fuck that. I don't do all that. Real Riz like Eddie Hall versus two middleweights. He threw them around the ring, literally. To be fair, yeah, but Eddie Hall is considered amongst like at least the top 10 strongest men in the whole world. Eddie Hall is more like a power lifter. He is. He is a power lifter. I don't know. People always only compliment my strength. I've got some skill, but I'm very good at using my strength and holding down or defending takedowns, W riz. People always compliment how I look, but they don't understand how strong I actually am. Because I don't look that strong. I think I look aesthetic, right? Like I definitely have the look there, but I'm much more powerful than I look muscular. I'm much more powerful than I look muscular. Like I'm very strong. Like you don't recognize how big 285 pounds is if well until you see a person who's 285 pounds. Like you ever heard of somebody who's like, yeah, he's 6'2", 240 pounds of lean muscle? Yeah, I can throw that. I can throw that. I can throw it. Like comfortably pick that shit up and throw it. And it's like, people look at somebody like that and they're like, damn, that guy's jacked. And it's like, to me, that's lightweight. You know what I mean? Bro, I see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I can't take down dudes too good. My takedowns are disgusting. That's probably my strong suit. Yeah, no doubt. My takedowns are absolutely disgusting. Yeah, but I've seen small guys hurt big guys. Yeah, I'm a rather small guy. I'm 1 inch above average height, but I think my bone structure is tiny, which is a big reason that I look muscular. I've talked about that. Like my shoulder width is relatively wide for somebody of my stature, and my hips are really small. So I naturally I look big, but I'm not actually big, if you know what I mean. I usually just wait until they take me down. Fuck that. I am not doing that. Nope. I will not be taken down. I can't. I can't because you can get slammed during a takedown, and if they drop you just right, and like your middle to upper back hits the mat, or let's say it's street fight the floor. Firstly, you run the risk of hitting the back of your head. Now you're dazed, and secondly, if they drop you just right between your middle and upper back, you're winded. You just that breath is knocked out of you. That's a really big deal in fighting because you're supposed to use that energy, use those breaths, use like a to push and make an emphatic amount of energy or a burst. Like you use that in weightlifting. Like if I'm on bench press, you know what I mean? That breath out is important. So if you get winded while you're hit, well, if you get winded while somebody takes you down, you're already at a significant disadvantage. So like from a fighting perspective, I do not want to be taken down. I will control how the takedown goes, and if they come in a certain way and I can back up and get control of their back to where like their head's like sort of not in between my legs per se, because that's not exactly what you want, because then they can swoop your legs. Um, but like enough to where I have control of their back and I can get my hands relatively around their waist, then or even just a little higher somewhere around their stomach. From any situation like that, most of the time, regardless of their weight, I'm in control. Even if they could just stand up theoretically and pick me up weight wise, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, they don't take me down. I wait till they try to take me down. Gosh damn it, I feel I type shit bad. No worries. Now I think true smaller in person, but still muscled up. Yeah, that's what I tell people. Like I am a small dude. I'm not like a large person. It's just you gotta imagine. Let me give you something. So even now, just gotta make sure these pants are YouTube appropriate because I don't want anybody, seeing wiener. But right? Like I look big, but I'm not big, dude. I'm just like a normal sized dude. A normal sized dude. My waist right now is probably only like a 30, and between my waist and my shoulders, that's what makes me look big. But I'm not that big. Like my arm looks relatively big, but that's just because I'm small. Like Chris can vouch for that. I am not the largest of people in the world. I'm really not. I'm not the largest of people in the world. I do think I'm quite small. You're toned. Yeah, thank you. See, Chris got it. Chris gets it. Which I'm trying to get a lot more puffier. That's the thing about this bulk is I want to be puffier. Let me see. What trying to take me down? I'm a tall, skinny guy, bro. I'm 6'2". Yeah, I am. Some people say I'm tall. I don't think I'm tall. I just like to call myself average height. I'm an average height, muscular dude. Yeah, toned. I'm toned as well. Like my arms definitely have like some size on them, no doubt, but they're not as big as they once were during like my last bulk. My last bulk, they were fucking huge, like huge. They were wider than the width of a 2 liter. I have a picture to prove it, but they're not wider than like the width of a two. Let me think about it. Yeah, no, they're not wider than the width of a 2 liter, but they're wider than the width this way. Like if you're looking at it from the side perspective, what you would see from the distance, my arms were wider than that at that point. As of right now, if I had like an inch and a half on my arms, they would be to that point again. But in like quite literal, I'm just not as big as you may think. I guess I say that to everybody. Got a pretty good structure. Thank you very much, man. I would try it. Is your YouTube profile picture from your last bulk? Believe it or not, I was 145 pounds in that picture. I was 145 pounds. That was at the end of my weight cut. That's why I was so vascular. As I say, 9 years of homelessness screws you up. I fucking bet it does. You kidding me? But yeah, that was during my weight cut. I was 145 in that picture. I have a picture from my bulk that I wouldn't mind showing you guys. It's not a big deal. I can put it on Discord or something like that one of these days. That really shows like the bulk. The bulk, like my chest was humongous. Um, Arms absolutely massive cannons. I looked scary. I looked genuinely fucking scary, dude. Um, what we got? But then I also got long bicep muscles. Not sure. Yeah, you got long bicep insertions. I got like medium. I don't got long bicep insertions because I can fit 2 fingers in here. Short bicep insertions is usually like 3, and long is 1. But I have medium, so that's like right in the middle. For bodybuilding and stuff like that, you want short. But I don't bodybuild. I want strength, and I think for strength and maximizing your potential strength, you want long heads. The thing that I'm a little self-conscious of is that my lats, I have really, really high lat insertions. So I go from like nothing to something. I don't want it right here. I want it down here. Like I want to have like fucking bat wings, and I cannot develop bat wings. It's just the way that my body's built. Uh, it's kind of is what it is. My back's actually really wicked. My back's in super good shape. That makes a difference. Makes it look smaller. Every long I'm very long too, man. It sucks. Sometimes it's good for stand-up fighting. Yeah, yeah. Yours true are more like aesthetic than mine. As you said, short looks better for competition. Yeah, yeah. I don't bodybuild or anything like that though. I'm a science-based lifter. I mean, people who take a bulk and weight cut arguably are doing a bodybuilding diet, but I'm not as strict as I used to be. I'm a lot more loosey-goosey. I lost my mouth, JK. Uh, I'm not as focused on it as I used to be because like I have my daughter and stuff now, so I'm not going to sweat it like too much. But I'm still gonna focus on making sure I'm in good shape and all that happy whatnot. But I'm not gonna go like wicked serious like I used to. There's no point. I have enough stressors in my life. Favorite bodybuilder, natty or not natty? That's the question. Natty or not natty? Because natty, sad thing is you really don't got many options in natty. You really don't. You really don't got many options in natty. Because this is gonna sound super conceited. My favorite bodybuilder, if we're talking somebody who's natty, is me. Me. And I don't even bodybuild. And I say that because I know that I've been authentic the whole way through without any form of cheating, any form of bullshit, no drugs, no PEDs, nothing. Nothing. I've used creatine once, and the longest time I ever used it was like 6 weeks, 6, 7 weeks. I never took it consistently. But I say me because I got to the point where I had ab veins. I had like many of ab veins. Not just like your usual fucking V-line ones. None of those. No, like ab veins. Clear, visible ab veins. And I did that naturally on my own with pure discipline and a lot of fucking hard work. So I would say me. Because if I'm going to compare myself to anybody, it should be me. Because there's people out there who will claim a natty status and they're really not and set an unrealistic expectation. However, Eljon, I think every bodybuilder that competes is on roids. There are natty competitions, but there's no way to prove that they've never actually used. Uh, Personal favorite. Huh. I do like Ronnie Coleman, but obviously he's not very educated. A lot of the things he has said relative to bodybuilding, body fat, the ways to work out are wrong. I think Mike Menser is the best. I'll get to those comments in just a second, guys. I just try to always, read and evaluate comments to the best of my ability. You guys drop as many comments as you want. You're fine. I'll get to them. I got you. But Mike Menser, he himself did a training regimen, then another training regimen, then another training regimen, then another training regimen. He was not natural. That's fine. And I accept that for who he is because he would train people who were natural. And he would go over many of different ways, regimens, and whatnot. And he was one of the first people to ever believe that less is more and proved it. He proved it with science based evidence of muscle growth and muscular recovery. He proved it. He also proved you can do cardio whilst maintaining muscle. He was one of the first people to find the most groundbreaking ordeal that there's just a limit of how much cardio you can do in retrospective proportion to working out and actual weightlifting and stuff like that. And like Mike Menser definitely changed a very large standpoint of the way that bodybuilding is looked at, but not just bodybuilding, simply muscular growth. So that's essentially some of the most important stuff. And I wasn't even closely educated on that until like I didn't even start looking into Mike Menser until like a year and a half ago and whatnot, and that helped me bulk. The understanding of less is more really stuck out well last year, and I was like, maybe I'll try it. And when I did, I got up to 187 pounds the first time in my life ever, and I looked crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, Mike Menser is my favorite. Mike Menser is my favorite because he's more a scientist than a dude. He's using pre-workout religiously, natty. Uh, I think if you require it for every lift and you don't go to a gym sometime without a pre-workout, then I mean you're still natty, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you're cheating and you're cutting your natural ability short and you're messing with your body's ability to produce adrenaline when it's required to. So where it just leans on whatever you're absorbing through your caffeinated beverages, yada yada yada, all that happy whatnot. So go to the gym with nothing more than water with some salt in it, and it will taste disgusting. But that's essentially the best way you can get a really good pump in the gym. In fact, energy drinks will dehydrate you, so you have a lower quality pump in the gym and a lower quality recovery. Ronnie has a place in my heart. That Sam Solik isn't my favorite, but man, I can't talk shot real. Yeah, here's the thing about Sam Solik. Even before he was using any form of steroids, he was extraordinarily brolic. You should look into the pictures of him, and you could look and be like, yeah, that's a natural physique. He looked great. Sam Solik looked great. Now he's like that, but just bigger. You know what I mean? Technically not Chris, but it's widely considered as natty still, as it's not quite affecting your muscles or fat directly, like energy drinks sort of. Uh, Pre-workout is an energy drink. That's my concept on it. Pre-workout is an energy drink in the ways that it works. Now, if you're taking it for your, my God, why don't I know this term off the top of my head? If you're taking it for your amino acids, anywho or another, uh, I wouldn't exactly consider that a pre-workout, but it depends what's in it. Like if you're drinking a pre-workout that does not have any form of caffeine and doesn't have any additives that give you the tingly feeling, if you will, or anything that enhances your volume, then I don't think that counts. You know, I don't think I'm wording that exactly properly, but it does directly affect your muscle, and it does directly affect your your fat. It does. So any type of stimulant does. Even coffee, tea, downers like alcohol, marijuana, they make your metabolism slower and they make you produce more fat. And funny enough, they make you produce more muscle because you're synthesizing protein at a slower rate. So your body's given more time, if you will, to be more quality with it. Big L to Joe, L stream, oof. W stream Joe. There's definitely a way to tell if you've ever taken an enhancer. Bone marrow doesn't lie, but that's a drastic test they'd never do for a competition. Yeah, I don't know, my friend. I think so. Theoretically, I think if I were to do a steroid cycle right now, because I'm 24. Why do I have to think about my age? I'm 24. If I were to get 30 and get that bone marrow shit, I don't think it would read. I don't think it would read. I don't know. Like I personally, I haven't looked into too much things that test that type of stuff because all I care about on a test is do you pass or fail, right? But I've never looked into that type of stuff. I just know that like so and so gets their blood levels checked and they can tell, and that's it. I guess I'm not really educated on that. I'm not educated on that type of stuff because that doesn't matter to me. That has no conceptuality of being important to me because I'm never going to be on that spectrum. Maybe down the road, if I'm like 35, 40, and my T's dwindling off, I'll consider doing something like that. But it's not something I have to learn about right now. All I know is it's just not the way to go, especially at my age. I don't suggest anybody to do that. Like if you're bodybuilding and stuff like that, I get it, but I just don't think it's worth limiting what your natural potential is and never knowing what you could have became. And I don't want to look back and be like, damn, I cheated. You know what I mean? That's my logic. So I just don't educate on it. You know, I just choose not to educate on certain things. That's kind of how it is. Drink lemonade out my toilet. W, Muddy. W. Agreed. Yep. Muddy with the lemon. That's true life. That's true life coffee too. Yeah, I love coffee. But, oh, that was a plow coming by. I was wondering what the fuck that was. Okay, because I usually forget to take my pre-workout that I have in the gym before. So I have like 5 containers right now. Damn. As I said, I can't say anything, but I think it's impressive that anyone manages to build their body and can put the effort and willpower into it. Yeah, for real. Like I can't. If people are out there and they're bodybuilding and they're taking that time and dedication and they're not natural, well, you know what? Most of the work is them in the gym. So I'm not knocking those people. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. But for somebody in my situation, at my age, with my life and what I have going on, that's not something I would want to do. And that doesn't mean the next person who does it is a bad person. That doesn't mean they're a fake natty. But it means they're a fake natty as you ask them and they're not open and transparent about that type of stuff. That's where I have a problem because they're looking at somebody in the face and saying, yeah, you can get like this with hard work and dedication with my genetics. And it's like, that's not true. You broke the code of conduct to get to that point. That's where my issue comes. If you're honest with it, I don't give a fuck. But you can't lie to people and put this falsified image in people's head. Not for me. Wait a minute. Let me go down here. Cannabis just for a lift workout can help quite a lot. Apparently, I would agree. If I were to guess, mainly because make sure I am caught up. I would agree because you're going to get muscular onset. It's going to take longer for, I guess, the effects to settle in. You should be able to lift more. You can technically increase the volume of your workout. You could. But at the cost of you're going to feel more tired than you ordinarily would because you are consuming a downer of sorts. So, like, that's why you'll drink an energy drink if you feel all awake and bumpity bump up, all that whatnot. But if you were to smoke weed or you were to go work out drunk or whatever, although your volume will increase, you will feel consciously that, I don't want to word that. Your volume maximum potential is higher. The way you feel in your mind about your volume will go down. And if you do an upper, it's the opposite. You feel like you could do more in your head. You're having these mental byproducts of what the energy drink is doing. But in reality, unless there's other things in just a normal stimulant, you're not actually able to increase your volume because you're more dehydrated now and your body's burning more energy than it should to replicate the same effects you would have without any form of an influence. So anybody who's into lifting, I don't even think they should be touching energy drinks. If they're just getting into it for like the first year, don't. Like if you're already drinking energy drinks or whatnot, yeah, I get it. It's kind of a part of your life, do that. But don't increase how much you consume as a result of lifting because you're going to be cutting yourself short of what could have been. You know what I mean? That's a lot of more so what I'm getting at with stuff like this is like if you just lift to see what happens, cool, you can be casual about it. But if you're trying to lift for the best results, don't use creatine. Don't use steroids. Don't use caffeine. Don't do it drunk. Don't any of that. See where your baseline is. Find your baseline. Be sure that this is your baseline. This is your performance level. This is your usual volume. This is this. This is that. Get on the good diet. Get on everything. Do everything right. And then maybe go lift drunk one day and see what happens. See how it feels. Do the same thing going in there, you know, hyped up on energy drinks, whatever. But if somebody's just lifting and they're always on energy drinks, the second they go in there without an energy drink, they're fucked. They're fucked. You know what I mean? TOT is an interesting subject for me, so it can actually be healthy as well as effective, but I don't know enough about the downside. So, funny thing about TRT is that's what I wanted to get on when I'm like 35, 40. I'm totally serious. I'm totally serious, and I don't think I'm going to change my mind. I think TRT, if used responsibly, when you're in that older age, it can have negative effects if your mind is going to remain that of like a 25-year-old and you go dumb, you know, just doing dumb shit. Obviously, don't let that part of it take over. Use it responsibly and use wisdom for the better, the most part. Don't abuse it. But I do think TRT can hold benefits. Yeah, it can keep your diet in check. Pretty much, I mean, if you don't know, it's testosterone replacement therapy. And it makes it so, let's say I got my T levels checked right now. Okay. Here's my T levels at the age of 24 years old. Now I'm 35. Boom. We're gonna time travel. Phew. Now true is 35. I'm 35 and my T levels went down. So how much T would I need to go from A, which is where I'm at here at 35, to B, which is where I'm at current status quo of 24? Well, the difference in between that is how much I should be getting from a medical professional, doctor, etc. That's how you should use TRT if you're going to. What the fuck is that? How people use TRT is they're like 20, 25, and they're like, I'm gonna pump myself full 2,000. And it's like, okay, so you're just blowing it out of proportion, and at that point, you're just doing steroids. TRT arguably would be, in my mind, different from steroids if you're using it in a regulated amount as you get older to maintain levels you once used to have. It can also help you make children. It can also help your fertility rates and stuff like that. So there is some beneficiary if you educate on it and all that whatnot. I'm not super educated, but I know enough about how somebody can use it responsibly, which is what I wanted to do. I've honestly thought of doing it now, but I don't have an old baseline. I never got my levels checked at 16. I never got my levels checked at 18. So I need a baseline. Like I was saying earlier with a baseline, if you go to work out, then energy drinks, then alcohol, then whatever it is you want to do, you need a baseline, you need consistency. I need a baseline for what my T levels and stuff like that are before I were to consider doing something like that at like 35, 40. So I would have to go get checked. People just use it and they're like, I want to be at this amount. So they get tested and they're like, yeah, I want to be at, let's say, 1,500. And then they'll just do the difference and mitigate in between. And then they start to abuse it and it's a whole thing. That's where people fuck up a lot. I know Joe Rogan's on TRT, and so is Wayne Johnson. They have to be. They have to be. Eljo, I can't smoke before gym workout. TRT. I mean, you can, dude. It's your life. It's your life. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying having a baseline of knowing how you would be like sober whilst consistent helps a lot to know the difference between if you weren't sober. Because if you go to the gym and usually you smoke, the day you go in there and you don't smoke, it's gonna feel like you're handicapped. You know what I mean? It's going to feel like you're handicapped, mainly because you're used to a form of influence. You're used to something that makes your mind feel more comfortable in performing a task that is uncomfortable. It would be like if I had an uncomfortable conversation with like a girlfriend's parents, and I did that conversation high, and then the one time I go over there sober, and they're like, "You feeling okay?" You know what I mean? It's kind of like something like that. I know that's not the best way in the world to word it, but I do think sobriety when it comes to lifting is really important just to understand how your body responds to it first at a baseline. You know what I mean? Like my least favorite strong man is that dude who claimed to eat oh yeah, Liver King, he's a piece of shit. Fuck that piece of shit. Fuck him. Fuck him. Liver King is absolute hogwash, walking garbage on the face of the planet and got money and success off of lying to fans. Fans, not lying to idiots, lying to fans. He lied. He lied. He just straight up lied. He got the financial benefit, lied, apologized, and now there's people who are like, whatever. It's okay. And it's like all those people who are forgiving him, he didn't just lie to you, he lied to millions of people. Fuck that guy. I will never support Liver King in his life. I will never like one of his videos. I will never give him any form of support. He's a liar. I left to be bigger, so I shouldn't do pre-workout to start, or maybe kind of ease into it. I think you mean love for I left to be bigger, love to be bigger. Pre-workout to start, or maybe kind of ease into it. I would consume a lot of water while you're working out. For right now, if you are easing back into it, for like the first like 8 times you go to the gym, see how you feel about that, and then go with like an energy drink and see if you feel a little sluggish. See if you feel like, I guess, rusty. I know that's not the right word. Not like rusty, like, oh, I forgot. Rusty, like, you go to move and it's like, that's not like, it's not, this doesn't feel right. I feel less flexible, if you will. I know it's not exactly the right word, but like my joints aren't as operatable, I guess. If you feel that way, that's the sufficient difference of hydration to using a diuretic, hence an energy drink, coffee, anything like that, anything that's a stimulant, for the most part, is a diuretic. All of it is. All of it is. They dehydrate your body. They do. That's how they work. So yeah, it's really up to you, dude. This is your life. I'm not gonna knock it at all. If we go to lift together and you have an energy drink, I'm not gonna fucking say anything. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just giving a science-based perspective that allows you to make a decision off of a more educationalized basis. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm just saying if you want this result, if you want to feel this, if you want to better understand this about your body, these are the procedures you can take. You can do whatever you want, anything you want, you know. I did experiment with that. I just feel more drowsy and I feel lazy lifting or training without an energy drink. Yeah, that's because you're used to having an energy drink. That's all. And I'm not knocking anybody for it. So you've been looking into it too, true. TRT is an interesting one for sure. Yeah, that's fair, Benz. I don't think TRT is just interesting. I think I'm fully committed to when I reach about 35, 40 doing it. I've felt that way for about like 2, 3 years now. And I'm dead serious because like it's not like I just got into lifting last year. I've been doing this, ready? So mind you, I'm 24. I've been doing this 17 fucking years now. 17 years. When I'm 25, sorry, it'll be 17 years. Because technically I started lifting at 7, but I tell people 8 because I didn't really understand or do any form of research until I was 8. So I was just doing a lot of push-ups or doing a lot of sit-ups and stuff like that. Nothing like crazy, doing a lot of pull-ups, pretty much a lot of calisthenics and using weights here and there. As to actually having a baseline understanding and actually having something that I was doing on a consistent basis with watching how much I ate and what I ate, staying hydrated, all that whatnot. I had a lot of that baseline understanding at the age of 8 years old. So when I say I started lifting, that's more so when I started lifting with an educationalized basis. And obviously since then I've gotten better. So that's a long time. That's a long time. So 17 years technically going on 18, but 16 years technically going on 17, if you ask me. But yeah, no, I'm committed to doing it unless something changes from then to now. Well, now to then. Yeah, that's fair, Benz. I'm doing it on video. I'm doing in video. You're doing a video. When are we competing on the push-ups? True. Liver King gay. F Liver King. Regarding the push-up thing, Benz, I would destroy you. That's all. But it's okay. I have a whole calisthenics season. Like my whole weight cut consists of push-ups and pull-ups and weight training, ever so slightly here and there. I gotta fix my little camera setup. Give me just one moment, guys. But yeah, fuck Liver King. Yeah, no, I'm really good at that type of stuff. Probably like right now, the current status quo, you might beat me or we'll come close because I weight train now. But during calisthenics season, there's no way. There's no way. After Liver King, glad you agree about Liver King, guys. Yeah, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. He sucked cow testicles. He literally does. Still doing it. Lift to be bigger. If you're trying to lift to be bigger, stay really hydrated and consume a lot of red meat, preferably like a low-fat, high-quality steak would be good. Steak is good, and people say red meat's bad for you. Arguably, yeah, because it takes 3 days to digest, but if you're consuming it in the appropriate moderation, and mind you, I said eat a lot of it, so eat a lot of it, but there's a too much point. Find what your too much point is for your body weight. There's a lot of stuff you can educate yourself on for that. I don't know any platforms, but I know that it's out there and available. I've just been doing this a while, so I just kind of eat a steak here and there. I don't have a steak every day. I'll probably have a steak like every week. I wouldn't even say doing that's the move. I think you should have it more than that. I think a good perspective on a science-based level would be like every 3 days or every 4 if you want to have a day where you're not consuming, well, where you're not digesting red meat. Just to have like a reset, if you will, every 4 days consuming red meat would be pretty good on a science-based analyzation. Bro, I'm going to upload a video. I have issues when I lift heavy. My shoulder rotator cuff screws me. I prefer bench and rowing machines. There's nothing wrong with that because you have to adapt based off how you lift and how your body responds. So like I do really, really good with like swaying my push-ups where I go down and I apply a lot of the weights like by my hips because I get a really, really good stretch and it forces most of that weight to be on the pectoral and I clench my scapula back. I do that. So that pressure is not going to be as much on my shoulder. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know if that's mentioned to you, but when you're on bench, you're supposed to clench your shoulder blades back because then your shoulders don't help you as much. They're going to no matter what because of that front motion, but your shoulders don't help you as much. So it's a good way to protect your shoulder. But yeah, doing it the way you have to do it it's important because it's better to have progress over years that might be a little slower than risk an injury that's going to put you back months. You know, it's like what's that phrase they say? Slow is fast and fast is slow. It's something they say relative to driving. Like if you're driving 10 miles over the speed limit and you get pulled over, that costed you more time than if you drove the speed limit. It's essentially the same way when it comes to lifting the weight you need to lift. So, since you think I've been doing nothing off stream, rematch coming soon. I bet you've been doing a whole lot of shit. Let's go, guys. Channel's on. Good luck. GG. GG. Red meat is bad because of the diabetes, though, right? Oh, bad because of if you have diabetes, though, right? So, I've never heard that correlation. I don't know why it would be because I'm not too familiar with how many sugars would be in a red meat. But if we're talking like just steak, like there's people who only eat steak, salt, broccoli, fish, eggs, and most fruits. Coffee, tea, and water is the only thing people are allowed to consume. And that's their whole diet. That's what they do. And look great. I gotta go, guys. Take care of W stream. Have a good one, Shay's Arcade. It's always good seeing you. Appreciate you dropping by. I gotta finish my milk. True, I stop benching and only do overhead presses to replace MIL. Huh. So, W Shay, see, man. Here's the thing. You hurt your shoulder a while ago. So, bro, upload a check, please. I will not be checking. I will not be checking. I'm currently in the middle of stream, but if I remember, I will later. Can't spam too much, my friend. No worry. It's just 10 seconds. You're fine. You did have that shoulder injury, so I would argue for the sake of making sure your shoulders can afford the ability to push with as much strength as your chest, then yes. If you think that your chest is further progressed than your shoulders, then you're going to increase the chance of injury to your shoulders. So like if you have weak shoulders and you have a strong chest, you're going to hurt yourself. If you finish live stream, you're going to check with Ben's. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I might not. I might. We'll see. But yeah, or another. If it would be like, imagine that I try to curl 50 pounds, right? Just theoretically. Let's say I try to curl 50 pounds and I have weak forearms. I'm not exactly going to injure my forearm, but I'm going to have a really hard time holding it. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a really, really hard time holding it. The same logicality goes with if you have weak shoulders and a strong chest, is eventually one of the two are going to pop. Like, it's not as bad with something like your forearm. It's a really big deal with something like your shoulders versus your chest. Like, that's a big fucking deal. If you try to, squat like 350 pounds and your thighs are huge, but your ass is like the tiniest fucking muscle on your body, me, then because you don't have the ability to hinge well, which is what your glutes are responsible for, your glutes' only purpose is to thrust your hip back and forth, which is a hinge motion. That's what your ass muscle does. I don't know if most people know that. That's the purpose of your ass muscle. Yeah, gluteus maximus. The ye old said term, the one muscle that most people really, really know, gluteus maximus. Its purpose is to be for hinging. So if you try to squat 350 pounds and your thighs are more than capable, but your ass is not, you're likely going to hurt yourself. You're likely going to fall. You're likely going to pull your back, and a lot of people will pull their back on squatting. It's like, how did you pull your back on squatting? That doesn't even make sense. You would have compressed your back, right? It's their hinge muscle. It's their ass. And that's why that pain when people try to squat too much, you get in your lower back. You're not bracing your core right. Most people don't even know how to brace their core. We'll go over that one day because it can be easily explained, but not thoroughly explained. Thoroughly explained is like a 10-minute thing. We're not going to focus on that right now. That's a whole thing. But yeah, that pinching that you get back there, you're not bracing your abs and you're not hinging. If you don't know how to hinge appropriately, you're in trouble. And there's like a line. There's a line that you should see from yourself. If you're looking at you from your side, that should be followed when you're squatting. And they say don't round your back. There is room, and it's based off of how long your femurs are and how your torso is in retrospect to each other. There are situations where, based off the way that your body is built relative to another person, that they do have to ever so slightly arch their back. That same thing applies to how low they can go when they squat. So it's like you watch these videos on, well, ass to grass. I can go ass to grass because the way my body structure is. But long shin fucking McGee over here, he can't go ass to grass. He can't. He's not biologically inclined to. He's going to see less muscular results if he goes ass to grass. So it's really, really interesting when you look at it because everybody says do it this way, and it's like, no, that's why personal training is. Personal training isn't personal training in the sense that personnel or an individual person is training someone. No, it's that a person is training an individual person to the way they need to be trained. They need to be trained. All the people they train, I have personal training, all the people they train aren't going to have the same program. That individual person, based off of their goals, their body structure, what it is that they anticipate to eat, dietary restrictions, allergies, medications they're on. Do they drink alcohol? Do they smoke? Have they been a smoker? How's their cardio? Do they have a lot of vacuole cells? Like these are the type of questions that you learn based off the first couple of weeks that you're working with an individual. And when you scrutinize them and really get a good understanding of it, you can be like, all right, cardio here, 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 here. And these aren't things you exactly talk to about them. Well, talk to with them about them because A, you don't want them to feel bad, and B, that you don't want to sprinkle the magic right in front of somebody, you know. Um, Anyhow or another, those are the things that are going to make a really big difference to how well somebody's trained. So, like, some people will accelerate and have a better chance of growing faster than somebody else. If somebody has a perfect body structure, if you will, they're going to probably have sufficiently better legs a faster period of time than the guy with like a super long femur. But the guy with a super long femur is going to be much more apt to. I'm trying to think about it again. Super long femur to have really big quads, but he's going to struggle with his ass. He's going to struggle with his ass. So that person's probably going to have more RDLs in their workout plan, which is it's a deadlift, but it's not a deadlift. It just the motion of it looks like a deadlift. So personal training is not the element. To summarize, is not the element of you're getting trained by one person. It's the opposite. It's that you're training that particular individual to the maximum efficiency that they can be trained off of, evaluating them over the course of a month, 2 months, seeing where the progress is, better understanding them, testing their cardio. You're testing a lot of areas, seeing where they're at, testing their flexibility, learning about prior injuries, learning about potential injuries, seeing what areas struggle to grow more based off that person, reevaluating the diet, seeing how that affects all that happy whatnot until you have the focus and you're like, okay, now we know this person and the way that they need to train. And that same application will help you later on because now you're training a guy who has like, oh, his genetics are extremely similar to Timbuktu, who I just worked with a few years back. I have a plan I want to try with you. Can I look at your family history? Can I look at this? Can I look at that? Can I test your cardio? Can I all this? And if most of that lines up, then you could probably do a similar plan. So it's really interesting shit. I love that shit. I think it's super cool. Human anatomy is amazing to me, and I think it's awesome. And it's a very underestimated mechanic to be looked at. It's a very underestimated principle that when you get to the individual basis of how one person is the only person of themselves on the entire planet, but they could have similarities to somebody else regarding their anatomy, and only their anatomy. They could be similar. Helps a lot. Oh, I forgot. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Today's Christmas. Negative. Today is the 21st. If I'm right? Today, 21st. Today's Christmas? Yeah, yeah. Today's Christmas. Today's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. But, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about that stuff. That's why this channel started as a fitness channel. Dude, this is like, I've done it for a long time. I like it. I like seeing people make a difference that's going to allow them to live longer, allow their life to be easier, reduce the chance of dying because they were too fucking weak or too immobile or not flexible enough and they popped their ACL or like, this doesn't change your life. This stuff extends your life. This can save somebody else's life. Not fighting for that matter. Not even a matter of like, oh, I can fight. No, you're stronger. Your tendons are stronger. Your muscles are stronger. Your bones are stronger. You're more physically competent. You're comfortable in a movement. Like, if you're 60 fucking years old and you go to pick up the groceries and you decide to do, you're gonna just pick it up? No, when you're 60 years old and you've been lifting as long as I have, and if I were to do it the entirety of the time from there, am I gonna lift it by doing a pistol squat? No, I'm not gonna use a pistol squat. Am I gonna do a lunge? Am I gonna do an RDL? Am I gonna do a standard squat? Am I gonna do a oh my God, what the hell's it? It's not called an Olympic deadlift, but you get the point. Is those motions are all something that you've now practiced for years in a way to not hurt yourself with a weight that's significantly smaller as your bones are deteriorating. Like, am I gonna do an RDL and a hinge to pick this up? As I said, am I gonna squat to grab this? Am I gonna lunge to grab this? You're like further behind. Everybody knows what a lunge is. We all know what a lunge is. Okay, that type of stuff. I highly think both are equally lifesavers. Fighting or lifting. Lifting will save you from dying from yourself. Fighting will save you from dying from someone else. I think lifting is more important. Bro, I'm lagging. Oof. Oof. Yeah. I think lifting is more important. Or physical fitness altogether is more important. But I do think being able to. I do. Yeah. No. I would argue lifting weights is the most important essential for somebody in their life. I'm totally serious. For the longevity of their lives, you increase the strength of your tendons, that's huge. You increase the strength of your bones, that's huge. You increase just your strength in general, your muscles, which is extraordinarily important. You lower your chances of muscular deterioration. You have a smaller chance of heart attack. Any type of diseases that usually catch up, like Alzheimer's, anything with your arteries, all that whatnot, that goes down. Mental stability goes down. Suicide rates, well, mental stability goes up. Suicide rates go down. All of that stuff has been shown to be applicable for people who weightlift. Not because of just a mental factor, but because the way that the hormones in their body are able to release, that is controlled, just the natural growth, the natural progression. And you'll get to a point where you're just lifting for maintenance, right? That time will come as you age. But imagine if you weren't lifting for maintenance at all. What's going to happen? Like, if between the age of 40 to 60, somebody did not decrease in strength at all, that's incredible. Incredible. Because we start deteriorating as early as the age of 25. Don't know if you guys know that. As early as the age of 25, our cells are reproducing at an absolutely astonishingly slower rate than they once used to be. So to force your muscle to be destroyed, to force your tendon to get a good stretch, to force this and that to happen, and then your body's like, I got to recover that. You just force that process to occur in one of the most important areas of your body, all over again. All over again. A long, long time ago, the average lifespan was only to 40 years old, and we now have advanced medicine that can help people with the longevity of their life. But there were instances of people who would stay alive till like 50, stay alive till 60. You know what those instances were? People who had hard jobs. People who did something like extraordinarily difficult every day that regarded lifting something heavy in a motion that has been practiced over and over again. Does that sound like weightlifting? It is. It literally is. I'm not trying to convince you guys to lift. I'm just saying, from a scientific perspective, to increase the longevity of life, you are significantly better off going with weightlifting, in my personal opinion, from what I think to be known as facts, than anything else. From aerobics to swimming, even though swimming is an absolutely amazing form of working out. I'll tell you, swimming's better than running. Swimming's better than running. That's been proven. And you're in a regulated temperature area, so you're not gonna like get hot, I guess. You're not gonna be like overly uncomfortable. But yeah, you guys get the gist. I can't sell that enough. Like, dude, weightlifting is a big fucking deal. You know how easy my life became when I was noticing I became stronger? And like, I do things now where it's like, especially when I was working in retail, my coach told me about that. It's like a full body workout swimming. It literally is. Yeah, all of your muscles work simultaneously, in unison while you're at it, like a giant mechanical machine working perfectly. If you're swimming with perfect form, you work everything. When you open your legs, you're working your hip ductors, and close them. I don't remember that. I think close is ductor. I don't remember. I think the close of the legs is duct, and the other one is something else. I don't know, but you work those, and those are really peculiar, weird muscles to work. The machine in the gym where you like close your legs, like with your knees, and open it, that thing, you work that when you swim, and that's a very peculiar muscle to target in a person. You don't really work that usually. You get that while swimming. Those like odd areas. You want to turn in water. What do? You go like this. Well, now you're working your obliques. These areas that we don't think about, especially as somebody who's not like a complicated lifter, that are not advanced in it. You work while swimming, so you can put somebody who doesn't know a whole lot about weightlifting or fitness and tell them to swim like 5 times a week and just abductor thing. I thought it was that, but then when I said abductor, I was like, no, they don't have the word ab in it. And then I was like, I think they do, but I don't want to say it and sound stupid. I thought it was abductor. Thank you. Just such a peculiar name for that. I'm a black man, so it's hard for me to swim. Fair. Okay. Bro, True, did you watch the new movie called Sonic 3 movie? Negative. I don't watch movies. I don't think I've actually mentioned that to you before in stream. I don't watch television. I don't. Although I will say, so this is a very, very rare instance. I watched a movie the other night. It was Terrorizer 3. True hates movies. Benz is correct. Yes, I educate more than anything else. I educate more than I lift. Dead serious. Dead serious. I'm totally dead serious. I educate. I learn new shit. And I learn new shit. And I learn new shit. You watched that? I did watch it. I watched it. I watched Terrorizer 3. It was a little cracked out. It was a little weird. I've seen the most grotesque scene in my entire life in any movie or film. And I say or film because there are things that are not movies. Uh, that I've ever watched in my life. At least directed by somebody, not like an accident in a factory. Those are always worse. They are incredibly horribly gory. I don't think I can say the scene that I said, well, that I kind of mentioned, but it was the most grotesque, just revolting scene I've ever seen in a movie ever. And I don't think I can say it on YouTube, but I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. And I don't want to say, yeah, especially with T-Rexy and Chad. It's nothing against you, my man. It's just that it's not something. Just know. How about that? Just know. Just know. Well, no, I'll tell you on Discord. I won't tell you on YouTube. I won't tell you on YouTube. But that scene just like, I was like, oh my God, that's so nasty. It's so bad. And I do really good with stuff like that. Don't say that. I can say that. As long as you're open and honest, like I will not do that on YouTube, but I will do it on this other platform. YouTube has to get over it. They can't do anything about that. They can't mad. They can't get mad at all. What are they gonna do? Get mad at me that I'm following their rules and taking it to another platform? Yeah, fuck them. That'd be like me saying, Chris, I'm gonna message you a picture of my revoltingly disgusting wart on my genitalia. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I know Chris to people in chat who aren't usually here. Chris is my coworker. Um, I know him personally in real life. But if I say something like that, as long as I'm following the YouTube standard of not actively committing to it in any form of social media that they are under their control, and I'm not saying anything that is threatening or harmful or yada 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 or like overly sexualized or anything weird like that, then it's fine. So I know it sounds weird, but yeah, no, I read YouTube standards like crazy. That's not revolting. See, Chris is fine. Exactly. There you go, YouTube. Love swimming and running. Staying active helps life longevity. Yeah, it does. It does. And swimming is also like super, super, super good cardio. It's incredible cardio, and it's actually like a really good strength builder. You ever see like somebody who swims a lot and they look like super, super thin? They don't look super, super thin because they're not muscular and they're small. They look super, super thin because their fat's super low to the fucking ground. It takes a lot to swim, especially in like a power swim, like to really go super, super fast. Obviously, it takes a lot of form and fluence, but is fluence a word? I'll just say being fluent. Yeah, we'll go with that. To do it and do it well takes a lot of form, but it does take a lot of strength, especially to get up to that speed. Love swimming and running. I miss having those dopamine highs you get after running. Don't say it. Yeah, I'm terrified. Hey, it's not revolting. It's true into anime. If you consider Pokemon, Bakugan, anime, I was into those. I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z up to Frieza. I watched like 5 episodes of Bleach on Adult Swim when I was younger. But if you tell me to sit down and watch an anime, I'm not going to. Nah, just can't do it. Same reason I don't watch movies. It's television as a whole. It's television as a whole. I don't like it. I don't. I like to have full control over the narrative of where my mind's going to wander. And I don't like the idea of somebody being a director of something. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for creative intuition. You can't animate. I can't animate. I know. I know. I get that all the time. I know. Um, I can't. I don't do well with the narrative of where my mind's gonna go, being what was on somebody else's head, and they betrayed it, and they made it a film, or they made it a this, or they made it a that. Like I can do music, which is essentially the same thing, but I'm not watching music. I can watch and absorb with my eyes what it is that I wish to absorb. Like I've touched on it before, dude. I educate all the time. That's what I do. That's what I do. And a lot of people look at me funny when I say stuff like that because it's like, how's the guy who looks like you and talks like such a prick like you educate all the time? That's what I do. I don't like. It's not like I don't have time for television. Of course I have time for television. If I have time to read a book, I have time for television. But that's what I'd rather do. I like if I'm gonna watch something, I'd watch a documentary on something that I've never heard of before. So I have like an open door into the idea and into the new information, and then I would further my understanding of that information until I either realize I don't like this information, this is dumb, but I'm gonna keep at it for a little while and then fall off. Or I'm going to be like, this is really good. I'm going to delve into it until I'm not able to sleep at night because now this is all I can think about and I want to learn more. I'm very, very open minded to learning new things, but I'm not open minded to watching new things unless it's relative to education. It is. I didn't become articulate because I was born that way. I mean, I'm very well spoken when I need to be, but if I'm pissed off, who I was comes out, and I was one hood motherfucker. Let me tell you, bro. Oh boy. But a lot changed. A lot changed. YouTube has taken over television. It's a good choice. Good stuff, man. True people love you. You had like 30 people watching. Now, that's crazy. No, what's really interesting, yo, when this stream started, like 10 minutes into the stream, I had 28 viewers. I was like, whoa, dude. I was like, what are these people doing here? This is insane. Like, don't you have somewhere else to be? Go fucking go do something. I was like, that blew my mind. Uh, I have noticed the most amount of views I get is when I'm talking about something. I guess that's, and this isn't really YouTube algorithm as much as it draws people's attention, is talking about something that I do that is very unusual to the more orthodox individual. So like the not watching television thing. People are like, huh, that's weird. You know, especially because I look younger and stuff like that. It's like people like these are all over the fucking internet. They just fucking watch TV and fucking boom. So it's I'm not the most orthodox individual. It's snowing again. Cool. I'm not the most orthodox individual, I guess. I don't know. I never wanted to be like anybody. I never had an intention to be. I never looked up to anybody. I never had anything like that. I had this idea in my head of what I wanted to become, and I'm not there yet. And I'll never be because that is never to be met. But until then, I could just try to work on being a hyper genius, right? And just try to work on being the smartest, most competent, disciplined me that I can be. And until I get there, all I can do is twiddle my thumbs and wait and wait. Do you think you would be here like this at 24? Did you think you would be here like this at 24? Looking like this? Acting like this? Uh, Rich? No, no, not even a little bit, dude. Not even a little. Um, Looking back on it, I sacrificed and I still do sacrifice all the time. Small instances of happiness or small instances of I can prove I'm better than you right now, or I can put you down the way I just put you down. All of those small sacrifices that I took to get to where I'm at finally stacked up and amounted to something. And when you look back, it's like, do you regret all the fun and whatnot that you could have had? And it's like, I did have fun. I definitely had a lot of fuck ups and slips and stuff like that. But looking like this, it probably wouldn't have happened if I didn't go through a lot of the shit that I did. A lot of what I became is because of what I was. I guess I'm not trying to get too like, fuck do I want to word this? It's weird because it is on YouTube, so I can't get like too depthful about things. You know what I mean? But there was just a lot of sacrifice. I guess that's where I'm getting at. Is like I sacrificed being happy for so long, and that's kind of the problem in America, particularly. Is you usually have the choice between financial stability or happiness, right? But the logicality here in America is either you have a really, really good idea, you buy somebody's really, really good idea, you buy something that is simply an asset that is financially reconciling for you. My chat died. Reset your phone. That's what I've been doing. That's serious. It fixes it. Uh, I wonder if you get both. You do in the end. That's kind of the moral of what I'm getting at. Is every instance that I take where I'm not, I guess, being happy for what's only going to last me for like 5, 10 seconds or maybe a few days, but 38 likes. Jesus, Joseph. Wow. Joseph got 38 likes. Chat died all the time. People leave and come. Oh, that's what you mean by chat died. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like your chat wasn't working. Yeah, 38 likes. Man, I am jealous. Um, yeah. Any or another. Short answer, no. Long answer, I would be talking for hours. W Joe, yeah, W Joe, man. Holy shit. I'd be talking for hours. That's kind of the issue with it. Is like if I were to sit and tell like my whole life story, you'd be like, damn, that's lame. You know, because I've never gone on a vacation ever in my entire life. I've never traveled ever in my entire life. I've left New York State once in my entire life, and that's to go to the border of PA for cigarettes when I used to smoke cigarettes. That's it. I've never been to New York City. Um, I never did something like acid. Like I tried shrooms. I've never done heavy drugs. Um, I've never done a lot of things that somebody by my age would be able to be like, yeah, I've done that. You know, W. Chris and Joe and True Gay to the rescue. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I could have done, a lot of instances I could have taken where they were like a little shady to do, and I didn't. I didn't. You know, I just kind of did me to the best of my ability, and here I am. And it makes me wonder, like, you know, are these next 10 years going to weigh down on me and really drive me into agony? And then I think, nah, because I already did the last 10 years. It's only going to get a little bit more challenging, but not harder, if you know what I mean, because they're not the same thing. Challenging is just going to be a mental ambiguity, and how I feel about it is what really is challenging. Difficulty, like being hard, being more difficult, not necessarily. I think it's just going to become a higher level of complexity to get to that next step. Teen True is lit. Yeah, Teen True made a lot of decisions, a lot of real, real hard decisions that I had to do that got me to. Well, I did make a few bad decisions. Super Saiyan True is thinkable. Super Saiyan True will probably come around about 43, 44. I think that's going to be amongst my best form. I do. I think that's going to be where I'm like, I've done it. I've done it. I finally did it. I can sit back, relax, and life is good and cozy now. But instead, I'm just going to work my ass off until I die and make a shit ton of unbelievable maniacal amounts of money and live a nice life and give my daughter a great life and go from there. But until then, I'm just going to be a workhorse and do what I got to do. You know, be respectful along the way, and that's it. I don't need to make too many enemies. People can make me an enemy in their mind, but in the end, they'll be like, you know, I was real mean to that guy, and he never was to me, and he ended up like that. What am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? That's the compare and contrast that people are going to settle at by the time I get to that age. So, like, I'm very appreciative of people who are nice to me now because it's just like they don't have to be. Because I know how hard it is sometimes, especially if you have shit going on in your own personal life. It's very easy to take it out on somebody who you know is a pillar, who you know it's not going to bother even a little bit because they're that person. So I deal with that next to like every day, where somebody just has their own, I guess, burdens. We'll say where somebody has their own burdens, so they're going to take it out on somebody who they know can take it. They know that they could take the dish in. I've been taking the dish in a really long time because I'm untouchable. I'm a brick wall. People can throw whatever the fuck they want at me, and I'm gonna look at them and be like, okay, whatever. No, yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm a fucking brick wall, dude. Super Saiyan True is thankful. Bet your ass. It will happen. Do you agree? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I think keep everybody as far distance away from me as humanly possible. Right on, Chris. That sounds fucked up, but it's like the less people know about you, the happier you'll be. That's a phrase that I heard once, and yeah, it's true as a motherfucker. true as the less people know about you, the happier you will be. Nobody at work knows anything much about me other than the fact that I have a daughter and I like Magic the Gathering and I lift heavy shit. My personal life is nowhere on paper, nowhere. And Chris, honestly, you can vouch for that. And Chris is like one of my closest friends at work. Dead serious. Chris is probably one of my closest friends at work. And we've talked about hanging out outside of work. You know how many people I've had that conversation with? Two. Two of the people I work with. And I hung out with one of them, and that's the only time we ever hung out. But nobody knows anything about me. And it's not really until I say that that it settles in like, holy fuck. Nobody knows anything about me. Nobody knows much about my personal life. My personal life is existentially, I educate a lot. That's what people know. I educate a lot. I try to stay in shape. I have a daughter, and like it's as minimalistic as possible. It's like small details about a person. Like if you can recollect thing, it's the things that you would recollect about an individual, but it's not like anything personable. It sounds weird, but it's not like a oh I keep my walls up or this or that or anything like that. Nothing like that. I'm perfectly transparent. I wait till people ask questions. I do not put myself out there because if people want to know, they will ask. And if I already appear open and open source of what it is that is necessary to answer, like I don't decline when people ask me anything. I'm just like, oh, sure. Well, this is this, this is that, yada 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 yada. I'm very it's I can't say held back because it's not that either. I'm careful on who I share myself with. I guess that sounds wrong. That's what she said. To the type of guy to be the most liked teacher in school. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my god. I only show 10% online. In reality, we all don't know each other on a deep level. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that dip just fucking attacked me. Yeah. It's not even like, it's not a bad thing. I'm not like held back. I'm not withdrawn. I'm very open. I'm very personable. I'm very respectful. But I just don't talk much about myself. That's all it is. Don't talk much about myself. It's especially weird to say that when like here I've been streaming for like nearly 3 hours and I still haven't said too much about myself. You know what I mean? It's just like a congregation of the way you could do. Yeah, the Zen attacked me. Oh my god, it really did too. There's just you just kind of learn to be this way. I guess I just did. Like I'm not held back, as I said. I'm not like nervous to be like, hey, I'm this dude who does this thing. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, what I say is what it is. I literally, my whole life consists of working out, trying to eat right. Yeah, it keeps it mysterious. Yeah, pretty much. Like all the finer details of who I am. I can say this on YouTube. All the finer details of who I am are things that if people heard, they would have more respect for me. And I don't want that to happen. Said New York Life. New York Life. Master Oogway. Yeah. I don't want that to happen. Because most of it would be like, wait, that happened to you? No way. I'll believe it. And it's just like all that type of shit. Like that's why I've talked about the whole I've made like small touches on it. Like if people knew who I was, people knew about this or that or what happened or any of that, they'd be like, whoa, that's fucking crazy talk. Like Ben Shamden, he knows a little bit. He knows like this much. He knows like a teeny tiny bit. But like I've had some crazy shit happen to me that made a big impact on my personality and who I am I'm supposed to be. And helped, weirdly enough. Some of the hardest lessons I learned in life fucking was a bat with nails to the back, and you learn stuff. I know his life, his car, his address, his mailbox, his social security number, his IP. Yep, yeah, yep. Ben knows it all. His exes, he knows all my exes. Yep. Actually, every ex that I have, Ben's also has. We have the same exes. His secret posters. No, you don't. You don't know about my secret posters. Some things are better left unsaid. Yeah, you know that's what it is. IP. Yeah, you got my IP. Yes, my IP. My IP. Yeah, dude. It's nice that way. You know, it's nice that way. Not everybody has to know who you are. You know, I mean, the more contained you are and not letting the world know who you are, the more you are who you are. Because then you learn to vocalize an image of what you want people to look at you as, and it's like, nah, that stuff doesn't really bother. Like, people will never know my name. I know your name. You know my name. Chris knows my name. Just a very interesting dilemma. Because it wasn't until like, I think it was like 7, 8 years ago, somebody told me, they were like, I've worked with you for a long time and I don't know anything about you. Anything about you. And I looked at him right in the face and I'm like, brother man, all due respect, I know everything about you. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, you live here, you do this, you do that, this is your ex, this is that. And I went off and he's like, dude, like 5 of those I told you when we first met. And I'm like, yeah, I remember a lot about people. He's like, then how come I don't know anything about you? I'm like, you don't recall how we got onto those subjects? He's like, yeah, I was just talking. I'm like, no, I asked you questions. He's like, are you saying of all this time we've talked, I've never asked you any questions about you? I'm like, yeah, you have. But I answer them all the same way in a different color. He looks at me, he thinks about it. He's like, fuck. He's like, I don't know anything about you. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Like, you don't have to. It's not an obligation to somebody as your friend to know every single thing about you. It's for them to know who you are now. That is all. That is all. That is all they're required to know. They are to know your demeanor, how you treat them, how they treat you, and that's it. Social interaction doesn't have to be much further than that. That's how you make enemies. That's how you get too close to people. And a lot of the times you'll get too close to somebody if you know something negative about them, and it's like, yeah, I don't know if I like this person anymore, or stuff like that. And it's just, it opens a whole door of potential negative consequences. It's just weird. It's weird. I love learning about people. I love the fuck out of it, and I don't hold anything against anybody. So people usually tell me a lot about themselves, and it doesn't catch up with them that they don't exactly. Asking questions about someone in today's society feels odd. It used to be different. Yeah, and a lot of people will look at you like, why are you asking? You know what I mean? Like, why do you want to know this stuff? And most of the time, when you're just like, I just want to know. Just want to know about you. That's all. That usually throws people for a loop. They're like, what? What? Yeah, I don't agree with your Cardi B posters. My Cardi B posters are amazing. I'll tell you what. I got a poster of you hanging up right in my room. And every day my daughter wakes up, she looks up and sees Ben's champ, 25. And she says, oh, wah! Just cries immediately. And I'm like, oh my God, kid, it's just Ben's. Relax. We pray to the Ben's God every day. This is not anything new. Yeah. I heard asking someone their age is offensive. They say that with women, but it's like, maybe you're just offended by your age. I don't know what to tell you, lady. 2024, you ain't got shit. Wow. Yeah. Big W. Big W. But what time is it? It is 7:49. Yeah. I think that means I gotta probably hit the head. I gotta get my ass to bed. It is getting late. And yeah, it's getting late. I do work tomorrow. I work in approximately, okay, different way to word that. I gotta be at work in approximately 7 hours and ready to go. And my baby's gonna wake up in approximately like 30 minutes, an hour. Yeah, too early. Too early is right. W stream. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah. She's gonna wake up in no time and be like, Daddy, I'm hungry. But she does need to sleep like 6, 7 hours. Bro, stream long. I know. I know. Hell yeah. It goes by so quick. I've talked about this before. I was nervous when I first started streaming. Like, what the fuck am I going to talk about? But most of the time, people supply you content fuel. They supply you things to talk about. They ask questions. They say statements that you can make conversations of. And that, like, what I was nervous about turned out to be a strong suit. Because I could take a response that's this big, and I could just make it this very long fucking paragraph. That's what me and you were talking about just the other day, is how, like, I really, really analyze what people comment, and I rattle off about it. Which, honestly, I think is, now looking on it, I'm like, yeah, that's honestly fucking awesome. People really like that. W stream, true stream, yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, I will be seeing you when I see you, Mr. Chris. And Ben's, I will likely be streaming not tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be my catch up on sleep day. But I'll probably be streaming Sunday night. I don't know if it's gonna be really long. And it gets scripted about it too. Yeah, I try, man. I try. I'll see you late in the window. See you late in the window. Yeah, Sunday night. I don't know when I'll be getting out of work because I never know. But yeah, Sunday night. If I'm not like ridiculously tired, and if not Sunday night, Monday night's confirmed as a default. That I'll still be active on Discord and I'll say weird shit on there. Just be like, hey guys, you have a small penis. You know, something weird like that. But yeah, being that said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting pretty tired. I gotta get my ass to bed. Baby's gonna cry here in a while, and I actually kind of got a letter because she's got to go back to bed. You work Sunday? I do work Sunday. I work every Thursday through Sunday. Take care. Take care, guys. Chris, you got my number? Joseph? I didn't even know you're still fucking here. Holy shit. W Joseph, W Benz, W Chris, W 5 people in stream, W person who just popped in who I probably never talked to in my life. You, sir, or ma'am. You, sir, or ma'am, are a fantastic individual. And I hope that that good looking face of yours has an excellent night, or day, or afternoon, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, what Ben said. W. Take it easy, guys. I appreciate y'all. If you're new here, feel free to sub if you want me to insult you in every single way possible. But until next time, I'm going to fuck off. This has been a long 3-hour stream. I'm good. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night. I'm out of here.